Evil! Evil! Ugh, it took the form of a poster!
It's just an ad.
Hello and welcome to the Slightly Wilson Show. I am your host, and today we're going to play some video games. We are back for another episode of, and I say we because Ian is here. Hello, you come in? You come in? Come on. On my knees there. Climb on my knee. Climb on my knee. There you go, you've done it. So we're back. No. Do not exit. He just quit stream on flipping. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Baby, chunky doggy. Yeah, we're back for another episode of Slightly Scientific Starfield System Sprint. And we've made it, guys, to the behemoth that is, the one that I've been waiting to reach for a while. Titan. We are going to explore it, do a lot of stuff on it, really, because I want to build a base and all kinds of crap. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a while. Let's go to my chatting telly, where everyone can tell me about their wonderful weekends. Shall we spawn you in? You're here, Ein, so shall we spawn you in? Shall I spawn you in? Where's your woof? There's your woof. There you go. Ein has arrived. You've arrived, Ein. Well, you're squirming a lot. Are you squirming? You squirming? What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about? Are you hungry? Do you want some food? Do you want to give me a high five? Yeah, you deserve a few for that. There you go. There's a couple. Yeah. Good dog. He does. He likes it. He knows what I want. Oh, he hasn't this time. High five. Come on. High five. Other paw. Other paw. No, use your other paw. Left paw. Left paw. What about the other paw? Where's the other paw? No, I want your other paw. Other paw. Yeah, that's the paw. That's the one. Okay, put him down. Oh, he's a heavy booger. He's a heavy booger. How are we all? Yes, I think we've had good weekends. Now I'm going to try something different today. See, I'll put something on while I just blab for a second. I haven't been able to try and decide if the music in game is the right sort of music for us to be playing while we're doing it, because sometimes it's just a bit slow, even though it's great. I don't feel like it's necessarily the best thing to chat to. So I've decided we're going to have a play today. I'll show you what I'm doing. We're going to my main screen. We're going to have a play. We're going to have a look-see for some different musics. We're going to start trying out different stuff. So I'm beginning with, because somebody else made one. I mean, I started, but then I wasn't sure whether it was any good or not. Trying to make my own. So I will show you the desktop. Oh, which has not worked. Why has it not worked? Oh, I disabled it. That's right, I disabled that view. Admittedly, though, it should be fine as long as it's not on it at the same time. I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound as well. I get some of my music, and so I decided I thought I might have a go with some of these tracks. But someone has already made a Star Citizen hashtag topic list. Or they're ones that, you know, it automatically tries to pull up. So I thought maybe we listen through these and see if there's anything else we like, if this kind of thing works better with the while I'm streaming it. I don't know, but we're gonna have a go. So I'm gonna pause that. It is broken. Okay, no, there it is. Yeah. Okay, right. Drop me browser volume to 50%. That way, if I have it on full here, max this out. I have it on full, it should be exactly the right volume. Yeah, exactly the right volume for what we want. So we're going to end up with some very strange, moody space music, is my bet. I'm going to therefore go back to the game, and we need to change the settings very quickly, because it's one thing I did not do. It's being very slow. Come on, we go to settings. Audio, and I'll just drop the music again down to 0. And that way we should be able to have that music that's playing on Epidemic Sound with what we're playing on stream. So I'm hoping that that's gonna mesh well together. At least that's what I'm thinking. So yes, no, today is the day where we are going to go to Titan. I was landed trying to find another temple, but you know what, we can leave that till later. That can wait. That's unimportant. What is important is us continuing our foray, and Titan is the one I have been very excited to try and see, because we do want to build a base on Titan, because it is the one I knew in advance, because we'd scanned everything, at least before I went through while we were upgrading the scanning. It's the one with tungsten and titanium. Now I do have a tungsten mine, but I do not have a titanium one, and titanium is, well, rather essential for high-level building later on. So that's what I've decided we're gonna we're going to try and do. Boop! I boop his nose. I booped it. I booped your nose, dog. Did you see, everyone? Look, I booped it. Can I boop it again? Oh no, you moved it. Boop. A boop. There you go. There's your reward for being booped. Good land shark. Yes, good land shark. Yeah, that was very epic sounding music, wasn't it? I don't know how suitable it's going to be or whether it's going to be really weird. Now we're going to go to New Homestead. I have not visited it. I am very confused because it does say explored. I have never visited New Homestead. So why it says, you know, come here, visit type thing. Or no, you've been there before. I find absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what's causing that. Oh, I'm getting a frame drop. Getting a significant frame drop. Did it run all right? Let me pull my... I did this before, but let's do it again. Put my phone over here by the computer so I can see if it does have a frame drop. I can see what it's done. See, this is very strange sounding music. What's this got to do with space? It's called What Paris Looked Like. Happy, euphoric, beautiful, modern classic music. Well, that's cool and all, but this is what I mean. I didn't know whether the music I found was going to be like very suitable per se, but I wanted to have an experiment, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I don't think I've mussed up any of the settings from, because I did swap them over back and forth over the weekend, but I don't think I've got anything. I might drop the ambient occlusion down to medium. I don't think I've got anything on differently to how I had it on before when we streamed it last week, so hopefully it's running better again today. But we'll have to see. Yeah, the music sounds well strange. Oh, I'm dropping frames like a madman at the minute. Jeez, what's going on? Is it because I did have that browser source visible on the other screen? Let me try turning that back off. How about now? How about now? It's bad again? Yeah, bad. Yeah, it doesn't like me doing that.
Do you ever wonder how humans might have developed differently had our homeworld had gravity this low?
Though, I mean, it's not, I know I can see again that it's not terrible on stream per se, though it's definitely dropping frames left, right, center. A bit like, why here? Like, we managed to do some, oh wait, no, I did land here once. We had to land here for like a split second to talk to somebody and then we left straight away. So I've never actually been round. So apparently I have scanned some resources. So apparently we have been around a little bit. Damn it, why is it being weird? Not got too much going on, have I? On the maybe because I'm playing this music. What if I turn the music off? Wouldn't that be really weird? If somehow me having the music on is causing it to be bad. No, it's bad again. Like I said, not significantly, but there's no point playing the game at 60 frames per second if the actual if the streaming software can only put out 40 because of the game taking too much from us. Did I have it at 70 before? Maybe. Wouldn't it be weird if that's literally it? That was the only difference. Crowd density. Well, I did drop that to medium last time as well. Grass on medium. Contact shadows on medium. I mean, sometimes I just really can't remember specifically where I had a lot of the stuff. And it could be just as always that I have my streaming software just too demanding. Yeah, my streaming software can be very demanding, so it could have something to do with that. Maybe I'll just give up. Maybe I'll give up and we go back to just doing it via the Xbox.
There is
But I do feel like that's very annoying, considering I want to be able to do that funny thing where you can switch what control style I have to use. That's what I want. We can stick everything on medium. Okay, it's not like most of that actually makes that big of a difference. Depth of field. I do want that on, I think. Yeah.
Through history, provided one does not cling too tightly to it.
Oh, it's running perfectly fine now. It's super smooth. Super smooth. I mean, I think I could, if I do an Alt R. Oh no, you can't see it. I can. It does bring up what's going on with the CPU, GPU, blah blah blah. My CPU, I mean, I always knew that. My CPU rarely ever goes above 30%. It's perfectly fine. It's the GPU getting capped out that's always just causing the issue. Right now, it's sitting between 80 and 70, and it's not freaking out. So maybe that's it. Maybe I fixed it. Okay. Well, if that's the case, yeah, we'll do that. Music's still weird. I might just try googling, putting in space. Is there a space one? Surely there is. There's inner spaceship art release playlist. There's one playlist. 4 playlists. Personal growth, subtle emotion, and space exploration. We'll go through the space exploration one again. But I remember this being like overly epic. The other thing I thought I might test, so that's the kind of be like 2 of the things we test today. Best space music? Question mark? Because I do wonder, like, yeah, what would be the best music for space stuff? Because when it's like really epic and whatnot, that's cool and all, but at the same time, it sort of ruins. I sometimes feel like it maybe ruins the it a little. I don't know. I find it tricky to decide.
Careful, there are some dangerous areas around here that are not part of any tours.
Yeah, like that up there. What bollocks is that? It looks like me spaceships. I mean, me asteroids are always up there, but what the hell's up there now? It's like there's more stuff up there as well as the asteroids now. Oh man, it just keeps getting worse. Every time I go anywhere. Every time I go anywhere, it just gets worse. Well, let's have a... Should we have an explore around the place? And then we'll go into New Homestead and check it out, because I've not been in there. But what's that over there? Is that an ocean? I never noticed that last time I was here. Let's have a look at the area map. I think it is. I think there's like an ocean there, or a sea. And there's at least 2 other locations nearby that we could visit. And we've got two traits, one of which we already know is a frozen ecosystem, though I don't think we've ever specifically found anything related to it. So hopefully we're going to find some of the things that represent it. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever found any ocean that I could like walk up to. We can't really go in it. I'm sure the minute I touch the water, it'll come up as frozen or whatever. Here we go. You're going to tell me it's really, really cold? What? Why can't I swim in this? Why is it not warning me that this is like super freezing cold? Please go back. Oh no, that's weird. I'm also intrigued as to how we're having... How do we have like defrosted lakes, like defrosted water on Titan anyway, when it's... Ah, but it's not water on Titan, is it? No. Titan has like liquid seas of some kind of strange... Is it hydrocarbon chemicals? Something along those lines. I'm pulling up Titan because I really can't remember, even though I know it's fascinating. Where's me geography and geology type stuff? Geologically young. Titan's atmosphere is 4 times as thick as Earth's, making it difficult for astronomical instruments to image its surface in the visible light spectrum. Yeah. So Titan's quite an interesting one. Disgorging water mixed with ammonia onto the surface. So the ammonia water oceans, because they're potentially sent out by volcanoes, that's why they're liquid. So they're still being heated, but it shouldn't be like massive areas then. Thick atmosphere, you know, we saw that. Liquid methane. Lakes of liquid methane. I'd have thought I'd still at least be getting a temperature warning, unless somehow like the lake's like, because it's, you know, heated up so that it's not frozen. It's not so cold that it's you know, damaging to our spacesuits, kind of thing. Could be something like that. Huh, intriguing. Well, let's we get Andresia out, and then we'll record this for science. See if we can get it to face forwards with me. That'd be good. Yeah, perfect. Right, I like that. Oh no, don't move it. Don't move it. We want to save it there. Well, mostly. Yeah. I'm making a field note of this location. Yeah. So, oh, damn it. Trying to click off it is a pain. But that's alright. I'll manage it. Yay! I thought I'd done it and then I failed. Let me hit Windows. Yeah, there we go. Then I can click what I want, which is this. Hey, where's the box? Oh, yeah, okay, there we are. Liquid methane. We put it that it's methane. Hydrocarbon lakes. Lakes filled with methane on Saturn's moon Titan. The first stable bodies of surface liquid found outside Earth. So we could go, yeah. Let's see. Hydrocarbon lakes. And of course, we're on Titan. Sol. And we'll add a notation that well, how would you best describe it? It's liquid due to high concentrations of chemicals like compounds like methane and chemicals like ammonia. Yeah. Due to high levels of compounds like methane, we discovered Liquid lakes. Discovered liquid lakes. How would you best describe it? Due to high levels of compounds. I've misspelled compounds. I'll put due at the end actually, maybe. So I'll put the discovered liquid expanses bodies of water still no barking, quiet. Unfrozen? Yeah, that might be it. Unfrozen. Despite the, because this is the part I wanted to include, despite the low temperatures, we discovered unfrozen bodies of water still liquid due to high levels of compounds like methane. Likely. Is that going to fit? No, it doesn't fit. Damn it! I wondered whether it'd fit or not. I might. I'll have to tweak it, won't I? Because it's not. It's annoying because it's really close to fitting, but it just didn't fully. Hydrocarbon lake. The reason I'm putting it like that is because I can't take a field sample of the lake, so I've no way of knowing exactly what chemicals or compounds are in it. Yeah, it's just methane is the only one that despite the low temperature, we discovered rather than unfrozen, just put bodies of water. Is that gonna fit? Yeah, there you go. That fit. Is it spelt right? Despite the low temperature, we discovered bodies of water, likely still liquid due to high levels of compounds like methane. Right. Position the image like this, and then we will save it. Okay, go. That's our first sample image on of Titan. Which I have to say I'm rather pleased with. Why are you woofing? Your doggy's yapping, so I'm gonna let him out of the room. And I'll push the door to behind him, and if he wants to come back and hang out, he will. Cool. I have to. Oh, by the way, I have to tell my brother when he comes back. I have to tell him off because the little smarmy chonk. He only didn't lock the back. He only didn't lock the front door. He went out earlier and didn't lock it behind him, so I'm going to give him a smack when he gets back. What if something happened to Ein because he went out, didn't do anything? That's interesting. I suddenly got a warning there for which was it? Extreme solar radiation, and there's ambient cold again. You can see it's minus 180, so I'll record those on my spreadsheet. This is nice, at least though, if I click off the game now, the game freezes, but it's nice that it, carries on without breaking. Yeah, so it is. It's classifying it as deep freeze, but this time, yeah, we know it's minus 180 degrees. And we've got the same as all the other moons of Saturn. Extreme solar radiation and extreme ambient cold. I just zoomed in, didn't I? Because I pressed minus as I was typing. What we got here? Lead. Right, water, tungsten. Well, I found some then. Found some. So we're gonna take a sample image of the. I don't bother with the frozen water. I don't feel like there's any point adding a scale thing. Because why would you need a scale for water? It's just ice. Oh, I don't know actually. Would you want a scale thing of frozen water? Perhaps, I guess. Perhaps. Yeah. Oh. I realise it's not a very dramatic picture if you've got all that stuff in the background, though. Right, field note. Yeah, that's the one. Right, input. This is the one where we add in water. Titan. Then again, I'll add, we found common liquid. Discovered as ice surface. Oh, ice deposits on surface due to low temperature. Oh, add the R and the E. Oops, I must have spelled that wrong. That's right, innit? Common liquid is good as ice deposit on surface due to low temperature. Yeah! That's what we're looking for. And then we put mineral because that's how the game classifies ice, it seems. Yeah. Okay. Save. That's one of our samples. Done. And then I'll collect one. And then here we found some tungsten. And I'll add a scale object. I use the hammer a lot, don't I? There's a coffee mug. There was always it's gonna... Oh, the gravity's a bit higher. As far as I'm aware, I'm fairly certain Titan is the biggest, the largest moon around Saturn. No, why did it just throw the mug? I didn't ask it to throw the mug. And as per usual, it's now not the right way round. Tried to catch it, but I failed. I like that the mugs still make like mug sounds when you drop them. I know that sounds like a silly thing to say, but I know what I mean. Oh, I can't do it. I can't seem to... I can't get it to go. Catch. No. Oi! I did it. That is if it lets me put it down now instead of breaking. Oh, let's just do it like this. It's not the end of the world. This is tungsten, not titanium, so this is uncommon. This is an uncommon ore. So make a field note. Mineral. And we'll save that we have found some. Get the spelling right. Tungsten. I'm spelling it that way, but I'm fairly certain it's right. Tungsten. Have I spelled it correctly? Yes, you have, Wilson. Hey, tungsten. Chemical symbol W. Titan salt, and then I put uncommon. Or no additional notes needed. That'll do. Perfect. Save image. Nice. And then we will collect a sample of the tungsten. And it's titanium is the last one we're looking for. Oh, I just found the other two. Oh, I just found them right here. There's some lead and there's some titanium. What are the chances that I would find them together right after that? All right. Well, we've used the mug already. What else have I got? What else have I got? Do need to sort out some of these things at some point again, because I got all these damn keys and it's like, do I even really need the keys? I also lost my, do you remember I lost my, there's a marker pen. Yeah. I lost me, Ooh. That's it. Right. Ah. Pen disappeared inside the rock. Come on. Come back. I'll put it next to each of them, shall we? One at a time. Start with the, Start with this thing of... Yes. Titanium. Which is a rare. It's two star. Wait. Is it rare? Yeah, rare, not exotic, rare. Okay. Right, make field notes. Mineral. Input. Let's see if I can spell it right again. So it was so bad at spelling things sometimes. Titanium. I've put Titanium. Titanium. Yes. Good. Good, Wilson. Spelling things correctly. Yeah. Just put rare ore. Save. Catalog. And there we go. We've catalogued it. Yes. Perfect. Collect our titanium. Oh. Second there, I didn't think it was going to work. And then we had some lead right next to it. I mean, this is literally what I did when I did geology surveying. I would go around, I'd put my pen next to something, and then I'd take a picture. Where's the marker pen gone? Oh, there it is. I should have moved it instead of putting it away and... Oh, where'd it go? Has it vanished? No, my marker pen. Oh, wait, no, there it is. And I jumped. Oops. What's the grav here anyway? 0.14. So it is higher. It is higher than the other moons we've been to. Trying to angle it so that... Oh. And then you jump and you regret it immediately because it ended up taking ages to land. What? Why did you just throw yourself, damn pen? What are you doing? Come back. Ah, and I picked it up. Pick up. Yes, good. Okay. Come on, it's the last mineral we need. Oh, no. No! Marker pen, come back! Now! Before it rolls away. Before it rolls away, field of view. Well, I should maybe zoom in some more on some of these like these objects we're looking at. Make field note. That's it. Yes, there we go. Mineral. And then we put that we have found some lead on Titan, and it is a common. Perfect. Right. Save. Done. Lads and lasses, we've done it. We've collected all of the resources we needed to survey on Titan. The majestic Titan. We're going to be keeping an eye out as well and see if we can't spot a nice place to build. Is that still weird things floating in the air over there? Damn asteroids. I mean, every time I see some titanium, I'm probably going to collect it right now because, like I said, I'm always running out of titanium at the minute. Never have enough. There's all the advanced robotics you want to build at your base. There's all that kind of stuff. It takes ages to do. Yes, now we're exploring, but we need to find some geological deposits of some kind. More lead and tungsten. And I'll have to reevaluate. So I have that existing tungsten mine already. But I'll just have to reevaluate as to whether I bother with it anymore, frankly. Right, let's proceed this direction. I mean, look, they've even got like a little river here. It's a frozen river. But you've got actual little valleys and tributaries that go down into the lake. I think they've done a good job with Titan. I'm actually quite pleased with Titan. They might have put in, just because they've got a city here, they might have put in just a little bit more effort with Titan than say, what were the other ones we visited? Europa and Io that were a little bit not as, you know, pleasing in the end. This one has been rather phenomenal, so I'm actually quite pleased with this. This is good. Okay, let's go up, and then I'll have a quick look at the top here and see if we can't see any of these locations. If we need to visit another part of the planet, then we will. At the moment, though, I'm mostly just getting other buildings and the like nearby, rather than... I mean, they said there was volcanism. I mean, they do have these little geysers spewing out steam, which is probably going to say toxic. Yeah. It mentioned volcanics and ammonia, so maybe it's spewing out ammonia gas. Though you don't find ammonia as a resource on Titan in particular. This is quite a good track, isn't it? What was this one called? It's got to pause while I look. Tranquil Dawn. Ambient, relaxing, peaceful. This is my point, is I really don't know. For me doing the scientific Starfield system sprint, slightly scientific, I really didn't know what sort of music would suit. Whether I go with relaxing stuff, exciting stuff, upbeat, slow. The other thing, I mean, we're playing spacey stuff right now, but it is often very varied space stuff, and it usually needs to be exactly the right thing for the right moment, I often feel, with space stuff. So I'm not too sure what to go along with. But the other thing I thought I might try is, because, well, you know, my dog's named Ein. I'm a big fan, as you obviously therefore realise, of Cowboy Bebop. So I did think, actually, maybe I just find some nice jazz playlists. Maybe we play some jazz music while I'm exploring space. That might be a better soundtrack. Or I just give up and we go back to playing it on Xbox. What have we found here then? Looks like some sort of mini station. Scanning one? There's a bed outside, which I'm going to have a nap at. It's got 15 hours and 55 minutes is the rotational time, it tells us. So I'm going to jot that down on our notes as well. 15 hours and 55 minutes. So it seems Titan's pretty slow. Titan's pretty slow at spinning compared to some of the others.
There are worlds to conquer.
Okay. Then if we're doing our little maths calculation, I still haven't found a way to do it necessarily with Excel code, but we can just use our normal calculation, which is 55 divided by 60, and that's going to tell me it's 0.916. So we're going to go with 15.92. 15.92. And then we'll ask the internet again, how long does it actually take for Titan to rotate? It tells me that it does have a synchronous orbit, and its orbital period is 15.94. So, in real life, it's slightly higher than what I just managed to calculate. And I did do that right, didn't I? 55 divided by 60. Yeah. Yeah, and we got 9. I got 91666 recurring. Which rounded up would be 92. They actually have it down as 94 orbital period. Don't know why it's slightly different. Don't know, but we'll go with what we just worked out in the game. I do not mind putting that if it's mostly correct. Mostly correct. Right then. Am I being worried that there might be some enemies inside this strange little building? Yes, because it's apparently a military encampment. Hello. Oh, it's one of these. Unknown in a cave. Apparently they're having a field exercise.
Pardon? Yes? What? Yes? Hey.
Hello.
I found these locations before. They usually say, we're going to have a field exercise, and then they basically go out and start shooting shit. Yeah, look, they're about to. Here they go.
Come then. Meet your death.
We can basically join in. The lols. After all, you do earn XP by doing it, so it's free XP, and you've got an entire fire squad helping you destroy the robots. And that's it. Simple, wasn't it? Wasn't much to it.
Okay, shooting robots. It's fixing them up. It's a civilian. Nothing like the smell of smoke.
Doesn't matter who, you never know when and where the enemy might strike.
But remember, while our method is war, our objective is peace. We do not fight for personal accolades or glory.
There's a maelstrom. Oh no, we've found this before.
For the United Colonies and for the settled systems.
Hooah! And then that's the end of the
Someone
little.
fix these bots
These
up so
weekly
we can have
training
another
sessions
go.
help keep our skills sharp.
That's it. Yeah.
Man, I'm starving.
It's always really random when you come across these, where they just randomly shoot some
Best not
robots.
to leave anything useful behind.
Shoot some robots, and then they all go back to doing whatever the hell they were doing. Yeah. But there does often tend to be a lot of resources inside these military bases. I will have a quick gander. Potter inside. You following me or what? What you doing? Bye bye, Jojo. You can guard outside then. She'll follow me in any way, won't she? She always does. They always do. Sushi rolls. They got sushi rolls. Take the ammo. They got there. There's a chisel. Do I have a chisel? I don't think I have a chisel. Chisel would work as a geological device. Surveying object. Equinox, a utility knife, some credits. Take the credits. If I can. Yeah. Ground crew, navigator, ground crew, ground crew. Do I have a ground crew spacesuit? I'm honestly not sure. Credits. More beds than you can shake a stick at. More cred sticks next to a... They're being guarded with a duck. Did they have the little duck guarding the credits? And I took it anyway. I'm a meanie, aren't I? A meanie. Can you kick these balls? Yeah. Boing! A boing! Yeah, see, this music, this playlist's now gone really weird. Like I said, you end up going for a mixture of, like, cool stuff and then odd stuff. I might, as I said, therefore change it and see if we can find some interesting jazzy things. I mean, this is right entertaining here that I've managed to find one that's it's like sitcom jazz music, kitchen soundtracks, vintage camera, dining out, sunny day, jazz essentials, cooking shows, old movies, jazz. Let's have a go. Yeah, okay. We'll try this. We'll try out some old movie style jazz music, which is good because, like, one of the things I know a lot of people have complained about is the fact that there's no radio shows in this, like in Fallout. You haven't got any of these classic, because a lot of people really enjoyed that when they were playing Fallout. Just having this. You just have this jazz soundtrack on in the background the entire time as you're exploring and shooting weird monsters and whatever in the wastelands of the apocalypse, as it were. So this was something I thought that could work quite well, playing some jazz. less in there than I was expecting, but I'm not going to complain. Now, one of these, that one there that's unknown, that could be a trait location. So we're going to go over there and visit it. Because to fully survey it, we need to, technically in game, we need to find one more. But there is one, it's already uncovered. But I'd still like to find the actual type of location that we would have had to find anyway, because I need to make a field note for it to be technically complete. I mean, I could make a field note with about these little volcanic geysers everywhere. As I said, we saw online then that the notes. There we go. The notes there suggested that it was. Have I gone past it? I have. Let's go back down. Atmosphere. Mostly nitrogen. A bit of methane and hydrogen. Trace amounts of other gases. Oh, on my birthday, 2014, methane was found in polar clouds on Titan. It has methane clouds. That's really cool. And they detected propane as well. So that's pretty cool that you actually, I mean, we can see them right now in the sky. Look, you've got actual clouds on Titan. I might want to do a bit more reading and research again on Titan, because it's fascinating to have a what would a cloud system be like when it's made out of chemicals rather than just water? Water mixed with ammonia. I wouldn't know specifically though. Yeah, very interesting. Actually, this music is going quite well. I don't know why I never tried out a bit of jazz before. I guess I often just worry that it wouldn't necessarily go, but then I was probably overthinking it. I do sometimes get inside my own head. Oh, another unknown. Perfect, we got two of them. One of them's quite close, so we'll go to that one first. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, this is more like what I was hoping for anyway. Some nice, chill, relaxing strolls across the surface of moons and planets. How is the music though? Is it a bit too quiet? Do I need it to be louder? Almost there. Oh, another. Well, that's another cave. You can take or leave caves. Like they're not going to make that big of a difference exploring them. We already know, after all, that they're going to be constantly procedurally generated. So I guess you never know what you might find in a cave. We might go in one and find some stowaway creatures that attack us. Hello. Is that Andresia? Oh, she just like walked in front of us. I was suddenly thinking, does the music need to be louder? And suddenly it got louder. I should have done this before, really. And there's never been anything stopping me from playing the music from their web player. I've paid, I have the license to play the music on stream, so We can always experiment with it and then pick tracks we think are good. Let's see then. So this is the first one we've come across. What kind of geophysical or biological thing is this? A frozen crevasse. Ah, intriguing. Okay. I'll take any minerals it's got for me sitting here. There is something inside the middle. Uplifted fossils. So they're suggesting I've managed to find fossils on the surface. Is that what it? As I said, there was a trait already. There was a trait we'd already got, which was frozen ecosystem. So maybe that's what the fossils are. But yeah, I'd never seen that before. So if I hadn't gone looking for them, I would have. We would have missed something as amazing as this. Uplifted fossils. So we'll make a notation of it now, quick. So I can spell it right. Let me have a look. Where's me? Starfield. Put other or... What the hell? Oi! Who are you? Rival operative. Oh crap! Because I've now joined Reusion Industries, do we now have rival operatives randomly attacking me? Why would you even be chasing me out here? Like, that's such a weird location to try and chase me to. I'm in the middle of nowhere on the frozen surface of Titan. Take that, operative. Take that. I'm a good shot, even without a crosshair. Nice. Okay, let's try that again. So this time, let's not get randomly shot at by stupid people while I'm in the middle of trying to log my stuff. So yeah, let's open this up and we'll just fill this in. So uplifted fossils. I don't know if I like the word uplifted for the note though. To me, it would be they are exposed. I mean, uplifting is an actual geological thing. Exposed fossils. Or fossil layers. There used to be a very special name if you got an entire ecosystem fossilized at the same time. Fossilized ecosystem. And there was always some really cool stuff you could get. The terms, I think, for that particular... What was it? Large fossilized ecosystem? No, I'm mostly just getting ecosystems. Damn it. What were they called again? There's these I really can't remember. It was a really cool word. I remember it being a really sick word. That's why I want to remember what it was. It's where you had like a large scale. What's that? A large scale fossilization event. Did I do that? No, it was Jung. It was Jung. Hello, Jung. I thought I'd accidentally clicked a button and made that happen. Yeah. How you doing, Jung? Are you having a good week? Large-scale projects? No, I want large-scale fossilization events. Hi. Well, we've got a little ghost. You got a little ghost friend. Oh, drinking a juice pack. Fossilization. Large-scale fossilization events are extremely rare, but they do occur. Okay, let's have a look. Now, I want to know large-scale. Because, like, there is examples. Like, say you've had an underwater landslide, right, directly over an entire coral reef. You can end up, therefore, with the fossilization of the entire area. Rapid burial by sediments. That would be one of them. Yeah, that would be one of the main ones. Trying out some different musics today. Jung, you surveying? Yeah, we are. We've just discovered, as you can see on the screen here, we've discovered a frozen crevasse filled with exposed fossils. They got creatures living on the Titan. Is the is the thing they've included there. This is the kind of thing I was hoping for Europa, so I'm a little surprised that it's just on Titan, but I don't mind. It's pretty cool. I was trying to remember the specific word. There was one for where there has been like large-scale events, but then I haven't been able to find anything for that exact. And just unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a specific thing. No, I can't find it. I'll just have to we'll just have to go with what we've got at the minute. Although I will confirm that I've actually spelt. I was going to put exposed fossils. And I suddenly can't remember if I've spelt the word exposed right. There you go. Yeah, exposed fossils on Titan Sol. I'm going to enter the movie. Uplifted bedrock. Revealed a layer of fossilized. What I tend to do is try and like basically combine it with the description it gives me. I've not spelled revealed correctly. Is this an ice planet? This is an ice moon. This is Titan, the largest moon around Saturn. The name Frozen. Yeah, it does. It says, yeah, frozen crevasse. Yeah. Okay, the way I phrased it is, uplifted bedrock revealed a layer of fossilized marine life. Proving life existed on Titan at some point prior? No, I'll change it to previously. Previously. What do you think of the music, Jung? Is it good? Or should I change it up? But I have to say, I actually think I am a little taken with it. I do now make field note. Yeah, we'll have all that filled in. And I'll add in other. I mean, I could put fauna, though it's not living fauna. It's more like, you know, geological fossils and the like. So I'm not too sure how else I would phrase it. And I'm sad that I don't remember the name for a mass geological forming. Although then looking at the actual fossils themselves, it's a bit of a muddle. But they have things here that what you would describe as ammonites. That might be meant to be something like a trilobite, but then again, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I think it is meant to be. And they've generated it more as a sort of if we can actually have the torch in there as well, because it'll make a very dramatic shot actually if I have the torch out, yeah, like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, take a picture. Nice. Done. So we've collected information on one of the sort of locations, traits, etc. There's one more we need to visit. We need to find even. Could be over here, so we're gonna go in this direction and have a look. Once we have finished surveying Titan, we just need to find one more sort of geological feature. There's a lot of cracked ice over here. Interesting. Then we're gonna go into New Homestead, which is the city on Titan. Oh, is that a big ice spine? And what's that over there? Oh no, I think that's just a giant ice cube sculpture. Sure. I also don't know right in the minute which way the planets, well, the moon's rotating. It seems we can't see Saturn from this angle. We can see another one over there, but I think this will be it. I think this is another one of, like we found the first day. There were giant ice crystal deposits. I think this is another one of those. Although I don't know if that counts as a trait location then. Because when we found one on one of the first moons around Saturn, I don't recall it ever actually classifying it as such. I guess we'll have to decide in a moment. We'll get there and find out. Whee! I'd say the jazz is pretty smooth. I'm quite enjoying the jazz. It's just the right amount of nonsensical background music for a space exploration game. It does actually feel very reminiscent of the old Cowboy Bebop. So there's another ice outcropping. As I said, I don't think this counts though, because I don't think we can scan anything here. trying to remember back to when we last found one, but yeah, I don't think we can scan anything. Oh crap! It's these little leech things. Be gone! Be gone, leeches! That one's dead. Ah! Vanished. Even if you kill them, you don't exactly get XP, though.
Where have they gone?
I don't know, into the ground? Not too sure. There's another rock there. There's one.
I will gut you.
Got you like the heat leeches you are.
Come on, bring it.
I'm thinking, do I do another image of it quick? A speedy one. Let's just say that we found it. I realise where I'm standing it looks weird. Let's stand right on the edge. Make an amazingly dramatic and stupid shot because it just doesn't make any sense. But then again, you kind of want the scale, don't you? Kind of want the scale. So there we go. Make field note. Make field note. Other. And let's see what we're gonna fill in for this one. Large ice outcropping. Titan. Just jot down that due to the extremely cold. How do you spell extreme? Extreme low temperatures. Water has been able to freeze into giant crystals. Here you go. Yeah. Right, save that one. Perfect. Looking good, looking good. But not what we were looking for. Gonna have to continue on in this direction and see if the next location holds what we were searching for. I don't know then, yes, whether I want to build the outpost necessarily near New Homestead. Or maybe somewhere else on the... Well, there's another one there, quite close by. Okay, we'll go over there. Now, this could be more fossils, or it could be another giant crystal. No, this looks like it's a different kind of crystalline deposit. So I have a feeling this will be the second deposit we need. Now, we've already seen that the three types of resources we have on this planet are well, water, lead, tungsten, and titanium. The most beneficial thing is if we could find a place that actually has, oh look, we've got tungsten, lead and water here, whether we could find a location to build an outpost so that we could get water, well, the main ones would be lead, tungsten and titanium. Titanium is the important one. There hasn't been many places that I could build a titanium base at yet, so that's what we're really after. It is an unexplored geological feature. However, we've seen this kind of thing before. It's, yeah, crystalline matrices. Which I think I've recorded a particular reference for that kind of thing before, have I not? Let's have a look. Starfield notes. Yeah, crystalline matrix. So to make it simple, I'll just go with the same one. I'll go with the same one. Let's do that. Bring it in, then do another, and we'll just save down that we found a crystalline matrix on Titan, and it will remember everything I put in last time, which makes it a lot. Oh no! It's got it's got a letter out. It's got a letter wrong. Huh. I didn't notice I'd spelled that wrong previously. It needs a 2. Go on. To produce. It is to produce, isn't it? Yeah. That's alright, that's alright. I'll just re-enter it. Yeah, this is nice having different music in the background, I think. There you go, and then there's a nice picture of us on Titan looking at a large crystalline lake. In fact, we could even angle it so you can see the actual ice crystals in the background. So we've got mineral crystals and ice crystals on Titan. How about that, guys? How about that? Right, save. Impressive. We grabbed the resources from this, didn't we? Did we pass it by? Yeah. Don't know if there's another one. Can't spot another one. Ow, 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 ow. I'm standing in a toxic vent. Move, Wilson, move. Before you burn your lungs. Surprisingly it won't let me bring out an outpost marker. Maybe because I'm too close to these locations. Probably can't build outposts anywhere near these geological structures. You have to back away kind of thing. I mean, this area does seem quite big. And it'd be fantastic if we could find an outpost location near one of these near one of these methane lakes. I think that would be quite a spectacular view, really. But it might be as similar to other places I've been, where you can't easily find anywhere in view of the lakes that you could actually build it at. Right, we're going to fast travel back to the Mossogato.
Always a satisfying moment.
And I'm going to dump the resources in that we've been picking up. Oh, I did pick up some magnets and stuff, but you know what, crap, I don't care right now. Let's just stick them in. Resources, store. Yeah, that'll do.
Return to your ship.
That's it. That's the planet. That's the planet surveyed. So let's have another... Yeah! Another tick for us. Another one down, guys. 60! Oh, 50, sorry. It's a 50, isn't it? Why is that glowing? Or was that randomly an ice deposit just sitting there in midair? It is, isn't it? I think it's it's an ice deposit. And there seems to be is there a storm coming? Where we are? Could be. Now we're gonna have a bit of fun. We're gonna go inside New Homestead, just somewhere I have never explored. And see what we can find in here. So this will be quite exciting. We've not visited this settlement before.
The people here live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
Okay, hello tourist.
Boy, am I glad they have a chunks here.
Careful. There are some dangerous areas around here that are not part of any tours.
We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Well, that's interesting. Even though I'm inside, I've still got... Oh no, it's a well rested. It's giving me the impression that I've got
New Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people. So please be kind.
They said New Homestead is a living history exhibit. What do they mean? Oh, wow. This gives you quite an idea of what a nice outpost
The
would
elders
look
say
like.
that preserving our tradition is so important, but I keep hearing such wonderful things about other worlds.
Mora Munich.
Ah, someone new. Are you a tourist, or have you just moved to New Homestead?
Moved? No. I'm thinking of buying a home here. Can you buy a home here? I'm just visiting. I'm interested in learning about the colony.
Well, there's lots to learn. You can always feel free to try one of the historical tours, or ask the locals about life here. I'm fascinated by the other worlds and the settled systems. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, wonderful. What's New Atlantis like?
New Atlantis? Oh. It'd be fun to see a small colony. I'm not sure, I've never been there. Not as impressive as they make it out to be. Huge skyscrapers, beautiful skies, people from all walks of life. I mean, don't downplay it.
Oh my, that sounds incredible. Ever since I overheard one of the tourists speaking about it, I've always wanted to go. We hear about it, of course, but we rarely get much exposure to other worlds beyond the people who come from them to visit our little colony. I wonder if I can convince Nathaniel to go on a trip there with me and our daughter. Do you mind if I ask you another question?
Sure, I don't mind.
Thanks. I promise not to take too much of your time. Is the Freestar Collective as lawless as I've heard?
It's lawless. It's dangerous. It's not as lawless as they lead you to believe. Freestar stands as a monument to freedom. Anyone can live as they please. It's not as lawless as they lead you to believe. Yeah, I'd go with that.
I figured the stories weren't all true. How else would you expect people to live together if you can't trust in laws to keep everyone safe? Even in a small community like ours, we have to maintain law and order. Though, I understand it gets difficult to always protect that out in the vastness of space. I imagine it's the same in the Freestar Collective. Is it okay if I change the subject?
Sure, ask away. I mean, she's probably going to ask me about Neon next.
Oh, thank you. Are there really planets full of plants, fresh air, and water?
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, because I imagine this is probably one of the first places they built an outpost when, humans started leaving from Earth to explore space. So they're obviously trying to keep the tradition alive because it's managed to continue surviving, but then it's not exactly the most comfortable planet to live on. A beautiful planet's teeming of all kinds of life. Yeah,
I've read about them. It seems incredible, doesn't it? I've only ever known Titan, and it's always so cold and drab. I've always dreamed of visiting one to breathe the air, feel the warmth of its sun, but my husband is reluctant to leave our home. Can I ask you something else?
It would be a very weird experience, wouldn't it? Living your entire life on a planet that is not hospitable to going outside. You'd only ever spend all your life inside or in spacesuits. I don't imagine you'd necessarily get claustrophobic, because if you've never had the experience of being outside, then you wouldn't necessarily mind always being inside. But then, if you read about places that, you didn't have to, it would be quite an odd feeling. Sure, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Is space travel as exciting as it seems?
Exciting. I'm still amazed by the awe and wonder. Space is incredible. Yeah, I'll go number one. We're talking about me here, Captain Wilson. Captain Wilson loves this space geology. I'm still amazed by the awe and wonder of it every time I go out there.
Well, you've convinced me that I simply must go sometime. Most of us here have never left the surface of New Homestead. It's a point of pride among many people, but I've always been curious. Those are all the questions I have at the moment. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day for me.
Ah, my pleasure. My pleasure, Mrs. Munich. She's looking after all these plants that are sitting here. I mean, they're doing well, even with the... It's weird when we see these places, though, that have these wind turbines, because the wind turbines don't spin.
You all can travel the stars, but someone's got to respect and preserve the old soul traditions.
Okay, this guy seems a bit on edge, maybe. Hello, Nathaniel.
I overheard you speaking to my wife, Mara, filling her head with ideas about picking up and leaving home. You got anything to say for yourself?
I thought she wanted to go on holiday. Yeah. She wants to visit off-world. Why not let her?
Listen here. Mara's free to make her own decisions. I'm not here to control her if that's what you're insinuating. But that doesn't mean I take kindly to other people manipulating her and telling her the other worlds are full of sunshine and rainbows. We live a simple traditional life here, and it's important to the community that we maintain that. Do you understand?
What traditions? Yeah, we don't know the traditions here yet, do we?
Traditions like the way we tend this farm, strong family ties, early colonial life. We do it all with the bare minimum technologies to survive. Everything else is hard work done by humans. It's good for humanity's soul.
What's so important about doing it that way?
People rely on technology too much. We need to remember how to perform the basics to survive in case we ever find ourselves without said technology. We need to remember where we came from, Earth, this system, lest we forget and repeat the same mistakes as before. We're one of the last colonies charged with that preservation. That's why it's important.
Yes, if everyone lived in a society where nobody understood how anything worked anymore, then if everything broke down, no one would know how to survive. It's a very good point. Though I do feel like it's a bit of an odd choice to try and do it on a planet that you need to really rely on technology because of the fact that the planet is not hospitable at all. Yeah. Should we agree with him? I mean, I said I feel like we do. Yeah, we agree. We agree.
Good. I know it's not easy for you types, but this is our home.
You types.
I'm glad you found it in you to respect that.
It was a little dicky, but no, it seems nice
We
enough.
used to get more tourists than we do these days.
There's another ship sitting out there. It's not mine. It's somebody else's.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Well, mostly. Oh, he's just a general. It's a residential wing. Okay. It'd be nice when you visited these places whether, Andresia has...
I trust you are well.
Yeah, whether she has, like, any input on where we
May
are.
you find favor in all things.
They really don't. Although, I guess if they do, they just pipe up and say it, don't they? Sylvie.
Did you know
Oh, this is
Earth
their
had
daughter.
all sorts of cool animals. Actually, lots of planets do. But not this one. Sad, huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's sad that this one doesn't. Sylvie
Hello?
Oh,
I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists.
it's like
But
rogue.
I kind of want to anyway. And
Oh, well.
I don't think my papa is paying attention. You're not going to tell him, are you?
Tell him? No. I don't think I will, unless he asks. He is your parent, after all.
Oh, I guess that's okay. I wouldn't want to make you lie. My mama always tells me it's not good to lie. Now what should we talk about?
But you're the one that asked talking to me. Are there lots of other kids in New Homestead?
Not really. There's some, though. Most are around my age. We all go to school in the same room.
Oh, that's cool. They have a school. Is the school here the same as in the other ones?
I don't know. I've never been to any other schools. We mostly learn about the history of the solar system and Earth and stuff like that until we get old enough to go on our learning vacation. That's when we get to leave to go to school somewhere else for a few years, or travel and visit other worlds, try out jobs and stuff. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Why doesn't your dad want you talking to, strangers?
My mama says it's because he thinks we'd up and leave if we found out about the rest of the worlds out there. But I keep telling him, I love it here, and I love him, and I would never leave him. He doesn't believe it. He says the kids almost always want to leave when they grow up. But not me. Nope. I just want to visit somewhere else. Maybe.
Yeah. You enjoy working on the farm, then?
I think it's pretty fun. And I get to be around my mama and my papa all day, so that's cool. They say we all have to work a little, because it takes all of us to make the community work. Just like on Earth a really, really, really long time ago. Someday,
yeah, that's true.
I think it'd be cool to see other places and do other things, but this is fine for now. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for the chat. Have I just walked in a big circle? Yeah, haven't we? Oh, that's all right. What an
Do you come from one of those
exploration.
planets with beautiful skies and fresh air? My,
I mean, if she wanted to visit other places, his wife, why did, you know, why settle down with him? And he's obvious he would never want to leave. But I don't see what the harm would be in visiting somewhere else for like a holiday. Well, there's New Homestead, as in the main area. Okay, so right now we were still technically above it, so we weren't inside New Homestead yet. And they have a chunks here,
It's
which is
one thing to
interesting.
learn about early colony life. It's another to experience it.
I could have sworn I've seen those silly little space frog posters somewhere else. Never thought I'd see them here.
Space frog posters? Are there space frog posters here as well? But they're only drawn by that girl from
This garden is a lot
Mars.
smaller than I thought it would be.
I can't imagine living here.
This one actually has a name.
Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them.
Almost?
Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love.
We're out of special sauce.
So, what can I do for you?
I didn't even know they had special sauce. Speak with Luther. You have as an option all of a sudden. Huh. Okay. You really love Chunks, huh?
You know I do. And what's not to love? It's delicious, nutritious, easy, fast, inexpensive. It sure makes my hungry belly sing for joy.
Sing for joy. Like this
My
guy.
wife thinks I eat too much Chunks food, but I just can't help myself. It's so good.
It's so good. What's your favorite chunk then?
Oh, you had to go and ask the hard questions, huh? How can I pick just one? There's chicken chunks, beef chunks, potato chunks, cheesesteak chunks, cheesecake chunks. You know what?
Is there a potato?
I'm going to cheat if you don't mind. And
I don't
just
remember
say,
seeing.
I love them all equally.
I don't remember ever seeing a potato one. Where's the potato ones? Right. So New Homestead is all about authentic living history. What's Chunks doing here then?
Well, people got to eat, you know. But seriously, I think we're just starting to get with the times again. I can't think of a better restaurant than Chunks to usher that in. I think corporate just saw New Homestead as an untapped market. And the locals may not eat it, but the tourists love having a taste of home.
Oh, so the locals don't eat it anyway. Huh. Okay. I'm running out of the sauce. Is that an issue?
If I'm completely honest, it is. The people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce. I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some. But they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do?
Am I going to go pick up sauce for him? Is there a reason they just don't send you the sauce?
For real? Good question. They haven't said, but I think it has something to do with them prioritizing other Chunks over mine. I guess it's made at a different facility than our other food, and they don't even want to pay the shipping cost to ship from another store to ours. Yeah, sometimes I get lucky and the cargo hauler passes through with a route that takes them near other Chunks and back again, but there's no guarantee.
Is it that important, the sauce?
You bet it is. You may not hear people talk about it, but trust me, it's the secret ingredient. It's like the glue that holds it all together. I'm not saying it's glue or that our food falls apart. It's delightful. Tangy, savory, it's a little sweet, but not too sweet. And I've noticed that once people find out we don't have it, sometimes they don't return. It's the reason business isn't as good as other Chunks.
Okay. I could always grab some for you on the way past.
Wait, for real? You do that. You're not pulling my leg.
Yeah, just let me know where.
Oh, yeah, right. I actually just got a message back from another Chunks before you got here, and they got a case ready to go for me. Just tell them you're there to pick it up for me, and it should be good to go. Thanks.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
Oh, they do. They have baked potato. Never noticed that. I don't think we've ever found a baked potato one. Mongolian beef, pumpkin pie. Yeah, that's right. They have the cola and
Welcome
Cabernet
to
Rouge.
What can I get for you?
But it's funny how they say have a drink, but they're not drinks. They're food cubes that taste like drinks. I mean, they're very weird. They're very weird.
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like.
She's in a Chunks restaurant. She's in a Chunks restaurant eating a steak. not having chunks at all. She's eating a steak. Just doesn't care. Oh dear.
I'm learning so much here. Everyone should visit at least once in their life.
And she's having a
It's been a while
sandwich.
since I last visited. Nice to see this place still has the same charm.
There's people in a Chunks restaurant and they're just not eating the food. How disrespectful.
Word of advice.
Unless she's made like a Chunks. Do you think she's made a Chunks sandwich? Just cut the chunks up into slices and put them in a sandwich. That's one way to do it. Who's Gilawena? Why do I now have it as a mission? Where did that come from? Are they down here?
Hello there. The museum here is free to everyone.
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts? Cool, huh?
Is it? That's pretty cool. Okay, let's have a chat with everybody. Firstly with Morris Leon.
Hello there. Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit?
Yeah, I am. I'm intrigued by the fact that they it's a bee! Stu has summoned a bee! Thank you for the It's quite loud, isn't it? It's in my ear. Get it out of my ears. That's very, surprisingly loud, that bee. We had that before. I honestly can't remember. He just asked us about the museum. Yeah, we've just found a museum on New Homestead. Is that a new one? Oh, no, I've never. I downloaded the pack of animal sounds as a pack of animal sounds. I've never amended them.
Sorry. Were you saying something?
Or done anything with them specifically, other than just put them in a box and set it up so that you could randomly play different animal sounds. That's it, really. Museum. I didn't actually know this was a museum. Yes, I'm planning to look at some of the items in your collection. Sure.
Wonderful. These are all rare artifacts from before the collapse of Earth. There isn't much of this stuff left outside of private collections, but here we're happy to share a glimpse of them with the public. If you have any questions about the exhibit or New Homestead, I'm happy to answer as best as I can.
Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. How are we, Stu? Have you had a good weekend? Was it a good weekend? We're having an exciting evening. Finished surveying Titan, which is the largest of Saturn's moons. We've checked out the methane lakes we've got on the surface, as well as lots of gigantic ice and mineral crystals. And even found some fossils. We found some fossils, so they're indicating then that there was sea life on Titan in the past. Working too much, so it sucks. Oh, that would be shit having to work at the weekend. It's ruining my days off. Well, it's not a day off if you have to work. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. Oh, hopefully you can relax. We're trying out some different music today. I thought this would be interesting. Trying out some relaxing Space jazz. Seeing if I can find some sort of old school jazzy stuff. Though it's a bit of a mixture of playlist of genres, so it might change pace at times. But I'm trying out the feeling and what is it like playing Starfield with a bit of jazz in the background. We tried some old school exploratory sci-fi stuff, but it's just a bit too dramatic at times when sometimes you're just having a chat with people. Yeah, what can you tell me about how New Homestead came? Why is it here?
It's an interesting story. New Homestead began as a scientific research base called the Titan Astrobase, back when space travel was in its infancy. The hope was that humanity would be able to discover simple alien life here given the moon's composition and water supply.
Nice.
When that ultimately failed, it was repurposed as a colony research base where scientists and engineers studied how to build colonies on inhospitable worlds. Then, finally, when gravity drives were commonplace and we started finding Earth-like planets,
I'm finding this
Homestead
interesting.
Was born as a living history community to preserve that past.
If you find it boring, that's what a geologist would do. No, geologists wouldn't shoot him. Geologists would listen to the science. We're interested in the science. Everyone has interesting family names. Do they? I mean, I didn't notice that specifically, but then maybe my characters noticed it anyway. Right? Yeah. No, actually, let's order it. Let's order it as who are you? What do you do currently?
I am Maurice Leon.
Maurice
and
Leon.
I am the community elder. As
Leon's
the oldest
not that
living
weird.
citizen at 96, my only job is
He's
to keep
96.
Earth history alive. I tell stories to the young people and the visitors from other worlds.
He looks good for 96.
Although my memory isn't what it used to be, I try my best to get the stories right.
Okay. Everyone has interesting family names here. Why?
When our early colonists learned of Earth's demise, they decided to take on the names of their cities of origin as a way to remember their heritage.
Right.
Now, some may have been lost in translation over the years.
Is there a place called Leon?
Some may have taken it more seriously than others, but the names are mostly accurate. For instance, my family comes from the city of Lyon, in a country that was called France.
Ah, okay, yeah, no, that makes more sense. Right, fair enough. Tell me a story about ye old Earth. This could be interesting.
I'd love to. There was once
Shuko Tensei.
a war so big.
Hey, you said you've been watching
they
it.
say all of the world was involved. This was actually.
I know what you're asking. You're asking if I've updated the
They fought because
the thing. I haven't been downstairs today,
named
so.
Hitler rose to power and
Talking about Hitler. Oh wow.
Innocents. Millions were lost. Even the colony war pales in comparison.
I could try and do it later, Stu. What are you gonna throw down? What are you gonna throw at me? What are you gonna throw at me? Bits? Naked? You wanna have a naked sumo fight? Let's never put your hand down another sumo wrestler's underwear. You don't want to, believe me. Yeah. More stories. Tell us more stories about Earth. I feel like I missed that though. Now I missed what you said about Hitler. It would be interesting to see if I was interested to see if he was accurate or if it's been forgotten.
There was a time when huge monstrosities called dinosaurs ruled over Earth, long before humans existed.
Do they still remember the dinosaurs?
They were similar to some of the larger life forms you might see elsewhere in the settled systems. Their reign ended when I can never remember if it was a comet, an asteroid, or a meteor that hit the Earth. Whatever it was, it nearly wiped out most of the life at that time.
I mean, comet would be mostly ice. I think it was an asteroid based on the... It's always been around the fact that we found lots of iridium around the planet, and you get those in asteroids, rather. So, it's like, I always thought... I always had it down in me notes as an asteroid. Tell us another story.
Let me think of a good one. A long time ago,
in a galaxy far away,
years, humans built a wall so large it spanned the northern length of one of Earth's largest empires, China. They called it the Great Wall of China, and it was meant to keep out invading hordes. If I recall correctly, it didn't always work as well as they had hoped. I'll have to look it up again. Memory's not what it once was.
Damn your Mongolians! Yeah. Difference between meteor, asteroid, and comet. Well, as I just said, I'm fairly certain comets are mostly made of ice, liquids, and things like that. Maybe the odd, bits of minerals and stuff. And then comets, as you know, they go in big orbital periods that when they go near suns, they develop tails because they're made of ice. That's the thing. Comets have tails, but asteroids are giant. I mean, well, as you say, meteor. A meteor would just be an asteroid or something else that has gone through the atmosphere. I don't think there's any other definition to meteor other than the fact that it's entered a planet's, gravity well. I don't think there's anything else specifically. So meteorite would be one that has fallen from the sky. I'm having a very quick gander again. Meteoroid is a solid object moving in interplanetary space. Oh, no, that's the difference. Okay, meteoroids are objects in space that are smaller than asteroids. A meteor is not an object, it's one that has fallen into Earth's atmosphere and is otherwise known as a shooting star. So that's what a meteor is. What's the difference between meteoroid and asteroid then? If it's a certain amount of, if it's a certain size or scale, it isn't clear. It's not clear. Okay. I'm surprised. I thought it'd be a lot more obvious what the difference was between them, but apparently not. Right, that looks like he's finished on those points. But we'll have ask about the exhibit. What have you got? What are the exhibits for?
Of course, certainly. We have several items in our collection that we rotate in and out over time, but they all originate from the same place, Earth. We have everything from toys to antique technology to sports memorabilia. We even used to have an old Earth vehicle, but we had to sell it when we ran out of space for it. Most of our collection was donated by fellow Earth enthusiasts and historians who felt it belonged close to the homeland here in the solar system.
Ah, that's cute. I like that.
Take care.
I was thinking, actually, are they going to have some TVs anywhere? They got a little computer. a range of antique Earth computers ranging from the late 1980s to the mid-2000s. Computers have existed in some form since Charles Babbage's, I remember that, Charles Babbage's different engine in 1822. The years from the mid-20th century into the early 21st century were known for some of the greatest advances in computing technology, as computers shrank from gigantic room-sized devices filled with vacuum tubes to small boxes filled with microprocessors like the one you see here. And they have a little computer on display. And we have a musical instrument, which I think we found one of in one place. It just says antique instrument. They don't remember the name. Believed to be of West African origin, possibly a type of Ngoni? A harp-like string instrument traditionally used in ceremonies, accomplished with chanting and storytelling. The instrument was generously donated by to the New Hampstead Museum. Its true origin is unfortunately lost to time.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Sorry, what don't you get?
Earth. Like, what's the big deal? It's just another dead world.
It's where we're all from. It was a place of beauty and unimaginable history.
Did you see those wind turbines out there?
Cannot overstate how important it was for all of humanity.
I guess so.
Most of the tourists
Maybe I
here
need to
seem
look up
to.
more about it. It's so cold here. I guess I should have expected that.
Yeah, it's an ice moon. Oh look, we've got video cassettes. Nice. And books, CD players. Wait, video cassettes, does that mean you can find video cassettes in the game? Oh, that's interesting. Assorted Earth Media, clockwise from bottom left. Tales from Space and Time by H.G. Wells, 1899. Book on the Origin of Species, Charles Darwin. Frankenstein, I mean, most of these you can find in the game as well, can't you? Yeah. Frankenstein. Portable compact disc player, I found one of those. Sailing Around the World, not found that yet. Found that book. And a videotape from 1976. Just tell you what's on the tape. I'd be interested to find out. Because I thought it'd be a really cool quest if you end up finding a video cassette and then having to try and find a way to play the video cassette. I thought that'd be sick. Yeah. Various Earth sports photos and memorabilia from left to right. Championship Baseball, Boston, Massachusetts. Game-winning soccer ball. Basketball used in the United States World Champion basketball team. Record-setting home run baseball. I mean, they're just the same as the ones you find, but that's pretty cool. And there's is that a piggy bank? We ain't found no piggy bank yet. Yeah. Commercial reproductions of Earth fauna. That's how they describe it, Earth animals. Throughout human history, replicas of Earth animals are used in many different ways, from toys to games to more practical uses such as these items. Piggy bank left. As far as known as the 15th century, hollowed out ceramic statues of animals known as pig were popularly used to store physical currency. I wonder where the idea of a piggy bank came from. Like, why did we start putting money inside? Why pigs specifically? Like, why pigs? Like, why not anything else? Why not a cow? You could call it a cow collection. Have a cow bank. I don't know. Decoy duck. Thought a while known as ducks once hunted near Earth's masses for sport and food using ballistic rifles. To facilitate this activity, hunters would often place wooden decoy ducks in the water and use a small woodwind instrument to produce an accompanying call resembling that of the duck in order to lure it in. Pigs taste better when combined with metal. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're talking about, you know, how if you get sausages and you put them in a pan, you end up with tasty sausages. So in that regard, yeah, combine them with metal to cook them. That's one way to do it. Talking about shooting ducks, it reminds me, I watched recently, so Netflix dropped, I think they all are, yeah. There was a collection of short stories written by Roald Dahl in the past. The forefront one and the cover one being The Tale of Henry Sugar. Now, they seem to have made not just that one, but I think all of them from the collection of short stories. and published them all on Netflix. They're all completely different lengths. They're not gathered together, but they've all been directed by Wes Anderson. They just appear as different titles on Netflix now, as different little short films, original videos, whatever you want to call them. But I did watch two. I watched Henry Sugar's, which was fantastic as well. So you should get a chance to watch it if you can. 45 minutes, that one. And I did watch one of the other short ones called Swan. It was about 12 minutes. 12. What happens if you smell a cat's ass? Well, if the cat doesn't like you, probably shred your face to pieces. Otherwise, you might end up with a stinky nose. I don't know. I can't imagine there being anything else that would happen from smelling a cat's arse, Stu. Yeah. But it was about a bunch of absolute pricks that were going around shooting birds, and eventually a swan. So I won't spoil the ending, but it was very fascinating to listen to / watch. And it did say right at the end, which I guess tends to be the case in some of these things, that he'd actually apparently he'd had the note for like 10-20 years, Roald Dahl, on an actual real newspaper article, report, piece of news that he'd based it on. It made me wonder then, what was the original, how close was the original article to what he wrote then? Maybe it just was as simple as some boys going around shooting ducks, birds, or maybe someone who'd shot a swan. It could be as simple as that, but it didn't specify what the actual original piece of news was. But he'd sat on it in a notebook for 20 odd years before writing the short story.
So much here.
I definitely want to get through the rest of them, because Wes Anderson's a very fascinating director, and so they're all pretty fantastic in their own way. Is that a hockey stick? Ice hockey stick used on Earth in the city of Edmonton, Canada during a 1988 championship game. Ice hockey is a contact sport played on an ice rink where two teams with 5 players and 2 goaltenders called goalies compete to deposit a rubberized puck. Is it rubberized? I always thought it was like hard, but then again, I've never touched one, so I wouldn't know. In the other team's goal, the players traverse the rink on specialized shoes mounted on thin metal blades, ice skates, and manipulate the puck with specialized curved sticks, such as the one displayed here. This music actually sounds about quite right at home in a museum, doesn't it? Miscellaneous Earth knicky-knacks. I know that it's knick-knacks, but I want to say knicky-knacks. From left to right. An unknown decorative liquor bottle brought from Earth to New Homestead during its original mission. Really? It came when they originally founded New Homestead. Nice. Next, we have electronic pipes used to inhale various legal substances during early New Homestead colonial times. So we had e-pipes or vapes. Equinoctial dial brought to New Homestead by one of the original settlers as family heirloom. Yeah, that's the compass. Alright, a compass. Okay. Scroll case on the right. Of unknown date and origin, believed to have once been a sacred relic. This old scroll case likely predates any other synthetic item in the museum. The scroll itself has been lost to time. It would have fallen apart, wouldn't it? We've got some minerals here. Is this titanium tungsten? Or something else? No. Natural space debris like asteroids and meteoroids. Oh, so here they describe it as meteoroids. See? As we just saw that a meteor is a object that is falling into Earth's atmosphere, because then you can see it. That's a meteor. Yeah. So meteoroids is an entirely different thing. Routinely enters planets or moon's atmospheres to impact the surface below. When a meteor survives, so look, it says meteor when it talks about entering an atmosphere, survives its journey through the atmosphere and makes impact, the result is a meteorite. Yeah, and it becomes a meteorite once it's landed. There you go. Such as the ones seen in this display case. Displayed on the left, polished and rounded piece of gibbon, which impacted Earth 600 million years ago. And on the right... Wait, no, you confused me. Oh, this one here. They mean that one. Okay, that one there. And then the other two. Yes, on the left. On the left is the gibbon, polished and rounded. Yeah. And then the two at the back there are, on the left, a carbonaceous chondrite meteorite, which impacted on Titan 250 million years ago. And on the right is a piece of Dorono meteorite, which is believed to have impacted Earth more than 1,200 years ago. They do look slightly different. I said before, it's rather interesting trying to decide, you know, how reasonably realistic they managed to make the rocks look. That's been one of the most fascinating things about it. Oh, dude, there's a NASA globe in there. I wonder if you can find that somewhere. Well, and a NASA mug and a NASA rocket. I'd love to have some of those. It is a shame that they haven't been able to use the actual NASA logo. You'd have thought that they'd have, like, maybe they did try to ask permission and then NASA said no. Which is a bit of a shame. I feel like, you know, you'd have thought they'd probably try and use the actual NASA logo. But maybe they thought it'd be more interesting to use a new one. One of several Earth-based space agencies, was instrumental to humankind's earliest journeys into space. Indeed, it is due to the efforts of NASA that New Homestead exists. In 2107, NASA sent an unmanned probe to Titan, which paved the way to the development of the Titan Astrobase. Completed in 2130. By 2185, the Titan Astrobase project was transitioned into the colony of New Homestead. And from left to right, we have a prototype rocket, a branded mug. Prototype rocket. Well, it's just a toy rocket, isn't it? Vostok 1. Space Shuttle Discovery, Apollo 11. Collectible snow globes. Items on loan from NASA. They say on loan from NASA, but NASA doesn't exist anymore at this point in the future, does it? Maybe they were originally on loan from NASA until NASA just didn't exist anymore. Here we have a ship. Some more compasses. Scale model of the HMS Beagle. Originally constructed by the British Navy as a war vessel and first launched in 1820, this Cherokee-class brig sloop was most famous for transporting renowned scientist Charles Darwin during his famous worldwide research voyage in 1831 to 1836. I like the little models they've got there, but then what's the point of them exactly? Has anyone ever gone on a boat like that? I always wondered what it'd be like to sail. Have a voyage on a ship would take so long. It wouldn't necessarily be worth going, because by the time you got back, you probably wouldn't have a job no more. My dad's cousin, she was a renowned world sailing champion though. She was in some of the Olympic. Was it the Olympic or just championships for world sailing? I can't remember if they were solo or with like multiple people, but yeah, they would race each other, sailing small yachts around the world. It's fantastic. She stayed with us just the once. She was a very interesting woman. The RV Calypso. Scale model of the RV Calypso, originally commissioned by the British Royal Navy as a minesweeper. Launched in 1942, was later repurposed by famed Earth oceanographic researcher, how do you pronounce that? Jacques, I think it's pronounced that. Constu, in 1950. Stu dedicated his life to exploring Earth's oceans further and deeper than anyone before him. During his expeditions, he formed a deeper understanding of the sea's fragile ecosystems and became an advocate for ocean preservation. I'd say Earth preservation. We have a tavern here.
Of advice, steer clear of the doctor here. She really seems to have a problem with tourists.
Brownouts last week.
I know.
They're doing that thing again. They're all talking at once.
Auxiliary power picked up. Remember that time a few years back where everyone had to huddle together for warmth?
Oh, the tourists.
I'm not sure that these space frog pictures
Joyce says she's on it. Something about the...
Well, I suppose this is one way to make a living.
I don't like it when they...
New Homestead deems it necessary.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they would probably consider it necessary to have a bar in the middle of the museum. It's frustrating though when they do all randomly talk at once.
Welcome to the Brown Horse.
Hello. Oh, see her surname Seattle.
Welcome.
They do have interesting
surnames. Is this
surnames.
your first time with us at the Brown Horse Tavern?
Yes, Miss Seattle. That's quite interesting. You've summoned a mouse, Stu. A wee little mouse. Little mices. They steal all your foods. I'm a regular. I've never been here before.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us.
Why would you lie?
You're in for a real treat. We've got an assortment of food and drinks, some of which follow homemade recipes that have been passed down over hundreds of years.
Ooh.
So, what can I do for you?
Do they have some really unique stuff then? Let's have a look. I saw the Chunks restaurant. Does it hurt your business?
Oh, hardly. The locals pretty much stay away from chunks, so whenever they don't feel like cooking themselves and want a fresh meal, they come to me. Only the tourists eat that junk. Oh, but don't tell that to my husband. He manages the chunks. I love him, but he's a bit of a fanatic about it.
That's the chap we talked to earlier. It was really cool. But that is interesting that they run the two competing restaurants. But as she said, it doesn't really matter because either way it ends up in their pocket, I guess.
You mean the Brown Horse? Well, it's only the longest continuous running restaurant since humans started settling outside of Earth. There's a lot of history within these walls, and some damn fine food and drink, if I say so myself. This place has been in my family for generations.
Wow.
My the
last remaining
great-grandmother opened it when the first colony started on Titan. Back then, it was a simple mess hall that she chose to put a little extra love and flavor
Brown Horse
into.
is a good name for it then,
And
actually.
now, it's the pride of New
It's
Homestead.
like a pub. It's like a pub's name, isn't it? The last remaining pub in this in the Milky Way galaxy.
Let me show you what we have.
I mean, it's not on Earth, but at the same time, it's definitely a pub then, isn't it? Oh, you might say tavern, but I want to say pub because it sounds nice. We've got bourbon, we've got beers, fried pickles, veggie grinder, toast, and a pitta. I was hoping for some milk stout. I was hoping for some. They're gonna have some potato and cheese. How do you pronounce it again? Perigras? But I was hoping for some more like unique foods that we haven't seen anywhere
Can
else.
I still help you? Hope you'll be back sometime.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
I was wondering whether there'd be someone we could hire.
Processing smell
But
after a while.
I've not spotted anyone unique here.
I know. I'm just glad the auxiliary.
Being cheeky and walking into the back room for no reason whatsoever. And looking at their computer. Current bulk food inventory. Butter, cheese, bacon, pasta, milk, heavy cream, flour, meat. Seafood, tofu, carrots, potatoes. Lettuce, tomatoes, onions, celery, salt, bread, rolls. Got a lot of nice ingredients there. You can make some nice stuff with that. Yeah. Luther's new chunks ideas. Does he think he can make his own chunks? I didn't think they could do that. But he has got some interesting ideas. Shepherd's pie, Cobb salad, taco, pizza chunks. How would you make a pizza chunks? I mean, obviously it's food. These are food cubes. But it'd be difficult with pizza. You got sauce in it. Meatball sub chunks, mac and cheese chunks, bao chunks, bao like bao buns, bao buns chunks. I guess you could have like the ingredients in the middle. What the heck is a Zyminganman? Is that food? Never even heard of it before. Must be food. Candy cane chunks, frozen eggnog, gingerbread. Frozen eggnog. It wouldn't be easy to eat frozen ones. Temperature controls locked. Current temperature 23.4 degrees. I mean, it's a bit random. It tells me the exact temperature. Is that important?
Off-worlders always ask I can live here.
Well,
I wonder how they can
Joyce
live
says
anywhere
she's
else.
on it. Something about the turbines freezing up again.
Joyce is great at what she does. I'm sure.
I guess, yeah. No, it was interesting that the guy that's before was, complaining about living on New Homestead. But yeah, if you've got a pub, I think you could live quite comfortably if you've got a pub and friends on a planet. Yeah, you spend all your time inside, but wow, what's that?
Joyce always seems to need help clearing ice off the equipment.
Is it bismuth? Oh no, it's giving me more random quests while just walking around. I don't know. There's not many materials I know that are like that colourful. So I do wonder whether it's like something like bismuth, but I guess we'll have a look. It doesn't say, does it? Oh no. Oh, what a shame. Natural space debris like asteroids and meteoroids routinely enter planetary or moon's atmospheres to impact the surface below. When a meteor survives a journey through the atmosphere and makes impact, the result is meteorite. Oh, it's the same description as we saw earlier. Yeah, okay. Left to right. Unaltered piece of Gibbon meteorite. Fluorescent meteorite. Just says fluorescent. Doesn't give me a specific, like, what it's made of. Oh, shame. Slab of the Nantan meteorite. It's a Gibbon, fluorescent, Nantan. Yeah. Looks like it's metal rich, that one on the right.
This is a boring assignment, but let's keep it that way.
Is this still in the museum, or have I gone outside the museum? There's a switch to this door that says, well, secure. Yet, can't go any further. Maybe it is secure then. Or is this an airlock? Does it go back outside? I'm going to pull the switch and I'm going to see where it takes us. Oh, it's a mine. Oh, you can go down. You can go down into the depths of Titan, where they are literally mining in a frozen glacier under the place. Claudio Amsterdam, Mr. Amsterdam.
The whole planet's covered in life-giving water. The trick is in mining and melting it. Another tourist come to learn about the ice mines, huh?
Ice
It's
mines.
dangerous than the ice mines. I'd much rather answer your questions than
Cock
have you go off to explore on
junks.
your own.
Jeez, Stu. What's dangerous about the ice mines? Well, they are dangerous, mining ice. What if it caves in?
I'm surprised I still get this question. It's slippery, it's sharp, it can break, it can cave in. Those are just the obvious examples. Titan is also full of methane, which can sometimes be trapped under the ice.
Ooh, that could explode.
You know, methane can explode under the right conditions. It can also asphyxiate you if you breathe in too much of it.
As a fellow miner, I can respect the dangers you face.
Ah, so you can relate. It's good to talk with someone who understands the challenges of the job. Not everyone does.
Hey.
If I might ask, what do you mine?
What do I mine? Actually, one time I mined a mysterious artifact that gave me visions. Nunya? Is that actually a phrase? Does anyone ever say Nunya? Really? Yeah. Minerals mostly to be sold for industrial purposes. Yeah.
Ah, I see. I can respect that. We used to do more traditional mining like that here, but it made much more sense to do it off-world, since it takes a lot more effort for less gain. We mostly export methane and other natural gases instead. Anyway, I'm sure we could swap mining
Easy
stories
to collect
all day,
methane.
but I really should be getting back to what I was doing.
It's a shame then that you don't use methane for anything in the game, do you? No. So there's no way to collect it on this moon as a resource. You got titanium and tungsten, but you ain't got no methane. You can't collect methane. Why do you need to mine ice? Well, that's a silly question. They can use it for water.
For drinking water.
Yeah.
And we use some of it to produce this air you're breathing. We recycle a lot of what we use, but we still need a nice steady
break down the
supply of
water
fresh
into oxygen. That's
Lucky
clever.
for us, Titan provides.
Okay. Why don't you have robots or other machines do the work?
For one, New Homestead is not a wealthy colony. But we also pride ourselves on doing things the old ways. It's part of the living history, they say. We don't mind. We work hard here, and it's very rewarding.
I mean, technically, of course, our background is New Homesteaders, so we are technically one of these guys. Isn't methane considered a waste product?
Why?
Well, I mean, you could say that, but then again, well, methane is methane's the first hydrocarbon. And hydrocarbons can be used for all sorts of things. And of course, the second hydrocarbon we use in alcohol. So It is the second one, isn't it? Yeah, because you have methane, and the second one would be ethane, and then we use it as an alcohol, ethanol. That's why it used to be such a dangerous thing when do you ever hear the phrase blind as an Irishman? Well, there was a case that it used to be super expensive to get. It was almost like it was illegal, not really, to get alcohol in Ireland. That resulted in an awful lot of them making their own, but that's a very dangerous thing if you're using the wrong stuff and the wrong equipment, because it's quite easy for you to accidentally create methanol as well as ethanol. Methanol is it's not safe to drink. So as a result, it turned people blind, hence the term blind as an Irishman. At least that's the way it was explained to me by my old chemistry teacher. So, because he used to explain a lot of that in the these little stories, because he said this is where you have to be careful about making things like that. It needs to be properly broken down and the like.
I find myself suddenly very grateful for our accommodations in the lodge.
I like that you can actually come in here and mine it as well. What if I go in the water? Does it say bad? No, this is one of the things I found a little bit strange about this planet, is that it's like, minus 180 degrees. But if you go into the on some planets you go into the water and it comes up with freezing, you're going to die because you're freezing, and you get a lot of stuff. I mean, methane is a waste product in regards to, say, animals. That's the biggest. That's considered probably one of the biggest gas pollutions on our planet. It's not just cars. It's methane from cows. They produce so much methane, it's untrue. So, it is indeed considered a waste in that regard. But you can use methane for a lot of other stuff. It says New Homestead, so that goes to a different part, or what?
He completely bought it.
Feel free to look around, but don't touch.
You have a little. Is this a little store? Doesn't look like much of a store. I'm guessing it is a store. Let's have a chat.
A nice outfit you got.
Montreal.
I could probably offer you a good price for it.
Wait, did you just offer to give me money for my outfit? Why? Hello, Mr. Montreal.
Hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Yes, this is my first time here. Maybe. Sometimes I party too hard and wake up in strange places. I'll stick
nice. It's always such a pleasure to meet people from other worlds. Or just space. I don't judge. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here.
Okay,
or
Jay.
If you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you.
All right. Do you sell any souvenirs? Yeah. Do you have any little snow globes?
I used to, but not anymore.
Aw.
Believe it or not, the New Homestead Tourism Board decided a while back to do away with souvenirs. We don't really have the resources or facilities to make them here ourselves. And it was decided that anything less than that would seem exploitive of our people and inauthentic. Only thing we have are these souvenir slates about the history of New Homestead. Tell you what, I've got an extra one here that another guest left behind a while back. You can have it.
Oh, okay. We got a new slate. That's nice. What do you think of all the tourists that come visit you?
I love them. Most of us in New Homestead appreciate what tourism does for our economic livelihood, so we go out of our way to make guests feel welcome. Some are indifferent about it, while a few others, I won't name names, are downright resentful of all the tourists and would prefer to be left alone. But that being said, I believe our generally friendly demeanor is a large part of what drives people to keep coming back.
Did you see they discovered how to create oxygen on Mars? No, I don't think I found that on there. I'll have to go back and have a look there for that at some point, Stu. Yeah, I mean, it does raise an interesting question though. Visiting New Homestead you're very much like, well, if they have this place for tourism and the like, why did nobody go back and build a base on Earth? Just even if it's even just as like a museum. space museum on Earth. Like, I do find that strange. I mean, it'd be no harder than having a base on Titan, after all. Can't breathe the atmosphere and all that. It's like, it's not very hospitable anyway. So why not go back and just build another one on Earth again? You know, after everything that's happened. You mentioned something about trading. What sort of things are you looking for?
Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer.
Geese are funny. Yeah, let's have a look what he sells.
I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for sale.
Ooh. He wants to buy all of my shit. That's what he was like going, oh, I'll give you lots of money for that outfit. Let's be like, what? What do you mean? What? Why my outfit? I like my outfit. Etc, etc. Maybe that's because, was he talking about the spacesuit or my actual like outfit? Apparel. No. It doesn't seem to be offering me like much money for any of the stuff I've got right now. Admittedly, you can't, oh no, that's buying again. Oh yeah, no, he actually is offering money for the Mark 1 spacesuit. But I wouldn't sell the Mark 1 spacesuit. Yeah, compared to everything else. Yeah, he didn't mean the actual apparel, he meant the spacesuit. Oh wait.
Maybe we can make a trade. Assuming you've got something that...
I didn't mean to jump back out. Oh, he's got a refined Star Roma one. Bounty Hater. So this is what he was selling apparel-wise. I'm always keeping my eye open for anything unique, but I haven't really spotted anything unique. A lot of these places yet. Did you see they discovered how to create... Oh, no. You posted that earlier. Yeah. Oh, wait. You did it... No, you did post it earlier. You put it twice. Did you see they discovered how to create oxygen on Mars? And I said no when I read it. I said, no, I haven't. I need to go back and have a look then because I don't think I found that on Mars. Did you miss me? Did you miss me replying? A Tale of Two Cities. New Homestead Live History 12. Well, he just gave me one, didn't he? Rhapsody on a Windy Night. Not an astronomer. In real life.
Take your time.
No. Well, why would I assume that I'm playing a game where I'm in space too? Why would I know that you meant that as an actual news thing? So, don't say you plank. Why would I know that unless I'd actually seen the news article? You could have said that it was in, you know, in the news, maybe. Okay, yeah, so not on the Mars in the game. I'm not a plank. Where is it? So, really, they've managed to figure out... So, is that based on the actual atmosphere? They figured out a process that would allow them to produce oxygen from the atmosphere on Mars? Or from liquid deposits, the ice? I'll have to have a look. That sounds interesting. Yeah. I mean, they were going to need a method. It's not easy. It's not easy to, like, people always in sci-fi is going on about oxygen scrubbers and stuff like that. But it's not easy to recycle the air that somebody else has already breathed. I mean, yeah, you could take a few plants, but what if the plants die? You know.
Take care.
Yeah, he didn't really have all that much, but we'll have a look at this. This live history he gave me. We have... Is this the history? Is this the one, maybe? We'll have a look. It's hard to imagine a time when all the humanity lived under one singular sun, but until the mid-22nd century and the invention of the gravity drive, that's all we had. Humans have existed for nearly 200,000 years, and all of them came from the planet called Earth, the third planet in the solar system. Without Earth, you wouldn't be here. People of Earth first sent an unmanned craft to Saturn's moon, Titan, in 2107. Titan astrogeologist was completed in 2130 to search for life beyond Earth. Though fruitless, it laid the groundwork for what would eventually become humanity's greatest endeavor, settling the universe. Scientists and engineers used Titan to perfect planetary colony building. Oh, you said a gold-covered device breaks down carbon dioxide molecules. Methane is a waste product from the device. Obviously, it didn't fully describe how it worked. I mean, when it says gold covered, your brain kind of wonders whether that is a catalyst, but gold isn't normally a catalyst. It has a lot of uses, but I've never heard of it being used as a catalyst. Silver, yes, but not gold, because it's so inert with other stuff. But then again, that's, you know, catalysts don't react themselves. Oh, it's to prevent heat. Methane would be the waste product, right? Yeah. Because of the carbon. Interesting. Yeah, no, I'd have to look. But yeah, no, I guess the real question would be how you end up with it, like where are you taking it from? The existing air? What? So it would be, yeah, it would be fascinating to find out how they plan to do it. No, we've just read that bit. A new home, old history. New Homestead was officially established in 2185 as a living memorial to humanity's ingenuity and perseverance. Citizens of the settled systems were invited to visit and learn about our important history. This fascinating approach to education allowed visitors to see how the early colonists lived and worked. See the majestic icy peaks of the New Homestead's frozen land formations as frosty winds blow through the thick clouds overhead. I think, if I remember rightly, yes, we saw that earlier, didn't we? That Titan has, I think it was 3 times the atmosphere of Earth. So if Earth atmosphere is what we call 1 pressure, then it would be 3 pressures. You wouldn't be able to survive very long without a spacesuit. Not at all. Not on Titan's surface. Formations of frosty winds blow through the thick clouds overhead, witness the powerhouse of the UC's most valued methane processing plants, then warm up with a hot meal at humanity's longest running dining establishment after Earth, the Brown Horse Tavern. There's more. It was just as much a advertisement as it was a facilities. Is that it then? Is there not more? Oh, there is some stuff down here, including a child just running around.
Do you have a spaceship? I want to get a spaceship when I'm older. They're so cool.
I mean...
Ah! I have so much energy. I want to run around.
This child has issues. Lots and lots of issues. I think he's been drinking power first. Although now he's immediately sat down. Okay, right, yeah. I'm not going to talk to that child again. He scares me. The lounge. It's just got stuff in it. Nothing particularly interesting. There's some lockers, though. Locker that contains a pool ball. Some food and a Settler Explorer outfit. Oh, actually, I'm kind of interested in that. Baseball cap, dark lager. Actually, some of this stuff counts as stealing, so I should probably try to, like, not take it. That child is watching me. Oh, no, that's Andresia. Alright, well, whatever. This is the clinic, the medical bay.
Do you need
Hello.
medical assistance?
Lakota. Lakota's a place, isn't
Another
it? Yeah,
tourist.
yeah.
Let me guess.
Coconut
You
crabs.
slipped on the ice and need a doctor to wrap your sprained ankle?
Sprained ankle. What do coconut crabs do? Do they run around on top of coconuts, like balancing with their little claws, snipping as they roll that coconut ball around? Never heard. Or are they ones that like live inside the coconuts, like burrow inside them? What's your problem with tourists? Do they annoy you?
They do, but they're also a terrible
They're
burden for a
vicious.
small colony doctor
Big as
like
dogs. Oh yeah, they
I
sound
have
scary.
enough trouble treating our own people with the
I
time
think
and
I've
resources
seen
I have.
pictures of them. I think I've seen pictures of them, and they are massive, aren't they? And they like swarm as well, if I'm right. I think I saw them on like an Attenborough type thing. I'm here visiting, but I'm not a tourist.
I appreciate that you're trying to set me at ease, but that might as well be the same. Sorry for how I responded. It's not you, it's me. I'm just frustrated about all the non-native people I need to treat when our own still need help. Anyway,
Still
what
need
can I do
help.
for you?
Still need help. What's happened? What's going on? Is it difficult being a doctor in this community?
Even though we don't have shiny new medical facilities, I imagine it's easier than wherever you're from. We have fewer people here, and we're very responsible when it comes to our personal health and welfare. So there's not much I can't handle. For anything else, we can get access to off-world specialists. Contrary to popular belief, we're not primitive.
Okay. A particular hazards to worry about other than the,
It's a harsh
slipping
world,
on
but
ice.
as long as you're inside or wear a suit when going out, You'll be fine here. There's no breathable air on the surface, and you'll quickly freeze to death outside without protective gear, but otherwise the hazards are minimal. New Homestead was an early colony research base and has stood the test of time. It's safe, and it's proof that people can live pretty much anywhere. Don't worry so much.
Why is she so stressed out then? You really don't seem to like the tourists?
I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people.
But what's so bad about that? Exactly, yeah, that's the question.
The problem is that most of the tourists' injuries are from preventable accidents. Things our people know how to avoid. And often I have to take care of them first because they can't leave with their injuries, so I have to put off seeing my regular patients. So not only am I working extra hard for people who have little respect for me, it comes at the expense of our own.
Okay. That sounds frustrating. I wish there was something I could do.
Actually, maybe there is.
Oh.
I have an idea that may be best
There's a
suited for
quest.
someone relatively unknown.
A
I
quest.
said to myself, I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief.
She wants to reduce the tourism, the one thing that keeps the colony going, really. Yeah, do you really think it would work anyway?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't have any other ideas. The tourism board flat out won't help me, and I don't have money in the budget to hire additional help. And you know these tourists will believe anything they see and hear. I think it's worth a shot.
So she wants me to wear a costume
I'm back to square one.
and scare people. I mean, yeah, right, sounds funny. Now that just sounds fun. I don't care if it works, I'll just do it anyway.
That's the spirit. To be honest, I'm not sure it'll work either, but I feel like there's no harm in trying. Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here.
What's the chance it ends up with more tourism? More tourism.
That's way more awesome.
Is that appeared as an actual quest? Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Where you come from and it is here.
Well, does it want me to just put it on now? New items. Oh! It's like a giant space weevil. Oh, nice. That's an interesting one. Scare the tourists. Well, is there a specific group? Oh, it's... Wait, is it like a spacesuit then? Oh, it is. It's a spacesuit specifically. So we have to wear it on the surface. So where does it want me to go? Does this lead back out to... Damn it, is that a flipping heat leech? Where did that come from?
I hope wherever you store that the smell will not be an issue.
Was that inside the base? Like it's some sort of... Or is this taking me straight outside? Extreme cold snow. Huh. I guess it's snowing then. We're not outside right now, so... It's weird that it comes up with stuff like that. Where am I then exactly? Am I downstairs at the oh, free med pack? Hooray! Of the area that was leading back outside. Computer. And the computer has nothing in it. Well, whatever. It's just regular Joes everywhere. Oh, this is like a back area? It must be, yeah, it must be a back entrance. Ooh, another animal. One of those strange creatures. Okay, there you go. So we're back on the surface in a monster costume. And there's a bunch of tourists over here having a look. Let's drop over and say hello. Rah, rah, I'm a monster! I'm a monster weevil! Never come to New Homestead again! Titan is infested! Rah! 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 Run, tourists, run!
Get away from me!
What a weird quest. Look at him run away! Run, child, run! Ah! Okay, was that literally it? That's all she wanted me to do, was go outside. Although, what a view. That's pretty cool. And I like there's a staircase going down. It's pretty banging. Look at the lakes. Look at the methane lakes. Hydrocarbon lakes. I think we'll get a picture where they were standing to commemorate this this momentous occasion. Save. There we go. Oh man, that's a laugh. It's a laugh and a half. Oh wait, it's got no jetpack, is it? Because it's just a costume. Eh? I need to put my main ones back on, otherwise, if I don't have a backpack and I don't have a helmet, I'll die. So let's put them back on all at once. Here's the child. What did you see, child?
Run! There's a monster out there!
Oh shit, he's still scared. He made me jump when he said that. He's still running away.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Dakota.
Where's the door? Ah! Treasure, where's the door? Oh, is this it? Oh, okay, that's... I couldn't spy it there for a second. Okay, we'll go back to the good doctor and tell her we did a bit of a scaring for her. Is there no more museum exhibits? I feel like that's a shame.
Did you scare off those tourists yet?
Yeah, I scared off some tourists for you.
See, sometimes silly ideas are worth the effort.
Oh dear. How was that? Was that better? Like, I realized watching it back last time that there was actually, there was a lag. The music was like a 1 second lag out of sync with my voice. So I fixed it, I think. So hopefully that sounded better than last time. Because I realized watching it back, it just looks like I'm sitting there going, yan, 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 yan. And like, just randomly, like not even in time with the music. Which is funny, but it's not as good, I don't think. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to try and get some different tracks though for it. I contacted someone that wrote loads of variations, and he said feel free. He said feel free to use the music. He said as long as you're not trying to sell it, and as long as you're not trying to pretend that you wrote it, then feel free to use my different Nyang Cat tracks. I was like, oh dude, thanks. So we'll have to have a play with that.
Idea.
Thank you, Stu. That was very interesting.
Tell you what, if you want to come back later and do this for me a couple more times, I'll even let you keep the costume.
Oh, she said if you do this a couple times, we'll give you the costume. She won't let me keep it otherwise. Okay, I'm not going to do any more right now. I don't know how long it takes to unlock it then. We'll have to have a look-see. But yeah, that's interesting. If you scare off a bunch of tourists a few times, she'll let you keep the monster costume.
Enjoy your visit here.
Yeah, look, there is.
Really go for some of
there's posters of the space frog here, which is interesting. Is Space Frog now famous? Because it was only drawn by that one girl on Mars. There's an elevator to surface, but we don't want to go there. There's some sweets
Sure
down
would
here.
be nice to get off world sometime.
Yeah, you got little houses. Don't know why I'm having a look. I just am.
You get used to the methane processing smell after
Sweet one. Fields of Everglass. I don't know if I've read this before. Have we read this? Have we read this one? I'm not sure. Let's have a gander. An excerpt from the highly acclaimed novel Fields of Everglass, set in the near future during a fictional wartime era. Oh no, it's the girl with the soldier saying if she wouldn't shoot. Yeah, no, we have read that. We've read that. Hippolyta. Bunch of beds. Have a quick nap. Well, I say a quick nap. It was a 15-hour nap, apparently.
If you hibernate.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
All right, wait. Have I been in there? No, I haven't. Where does that go then?
You off-worlders have it made.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, you don't really want to talk to me.
Do I
I'm
not?
just a nobody from the crates. Besides, I'm not really good at talking to tourists about
The
New
crates,
Homestead.
like they have
If you're really
slums?
interested in our history, talk to Maurice. He's a lot better at that than I am.
Oh. I'm not going to deal with whatever you've got going on. Please don't say that. I'm sure you're not a nobody. No, not a nobody.
I feel like it sometimes. I don't have many friends, and I'm struggling to stay in my undergrad program. It
Oh.
feels like I'm never going to get out of here.
She's a student.
Make a name for myself. Anyway, if we're going to talk, maybe we should talk about something else.
Oh, okay. You're having trouble with your studies?
Okay, well, no. Not the studies specifically. Like, I get good grades when I'm able to apply myself. But I'm poor. I just don't have the kind of money to be a full-time student and support myself. Even living in the cheap-ass crates. I keep having to take odd jobs just to put food on my plate. And when I do, my grades suffer. I just feel like I'll be stuck in a rut forever.
Oh, that's sad. We can donate to her. You can be successful without finishing school. You may just need to get out a new homestead. We got some credits. We were a student too. We knew what it was like. Consider it a donation back, like my uni kept contacting me and asking me to give them money. I don't, because I had a horrible time at uni. I mean, for a while I kind of did. Then at some point I was feeling like, no, why am I giving these guys money? I hated university. Right, yeah, no, there you go.
What? Really? I don't know what to say. This is beyond kind of you. I mean, I don't even know you, but wow.
Just actually
Thank
graduate, please.
I did not have the opportunity for a formal education of that kind, but I recognize its value. You are good to assist her.
Oh, now it's started conversation with Andrea.
Very good.
Must be nice to be able to afford to travel, huh?
What do you do here? I mean,
Well,
you know she's
I'm
a
trying
student.
to finish up my undergrad schooling, actually. I want to be a physicist like my
Ooh,
grandmother.
a physicist.
Then, who knows what? But I also
Astrophysicist
do
or just
some
a physicist?
odd jobs here or there for money. Sometimes I help Jay out at his shop, and he gives me stuff in return. Sometimes I help Anya clean up at the Brown Horse when she's short-staffed. That sort of thing.
I wonder if in the future, but of course everyone's in space, is it actually, would there even be a difference between physics and astrophysics, or would it just be physics in general? What are the crates?
The crates are what we call the living quarters for the poor people, like me. They're made from old shipping containers. We have to make do with the space we have here. They're comfortable enough, I guess. And no one on Titan is well off to begin with, but you can tell that people look down on us, especially some
Aw.
of the tourists.
That's a shame. How do you feel about your home being a tourist destination?
It's not as bad as you'd think. I like talking to off-worlders, especially people my age. it gives me ideas for what I want to do when I'm done with school. Because, honestly, I'm not sure I want to stay here. It'll always be my home, but as soon as I can afford to, I'd love to explore my options. See you around, maybe.
Brasilia? Brasilia? Is that a place? I've never heard of Brasilia. It's not a terrible location. The only sad thing about these crates is they don't have doors, which would be a bit awkward for privacy.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Well, yes, generally. He's just a general citizen. Yeah, an interesting spot. These crates, but
those folks in Sidonia may be closer
we have
to Earth,
Stabby.
but we do a better
Saying,
job
kill them, kill them all. Why would I kill them? These guys are cool though. They've built a little. Well, they have a little colony on Titan, which is an interesting place to try and live. Well, we've been round, I guess, all the exhibits. I'm a little bit disappointed. Morris Leon's journal. Well, I mean, I'm interested to see what this says, actually. Yeah, don't kill him. Oh, these people. Oh, yeah, there's no creatures. No creatures here. Well, admittedly have found the odd occasional little space snake, and I've been killing them. Been killing the space snakes. Okay, let's have a read. This is intriguing. Scanning Earth was astonishing. There's just nothing. The whole planet is covered with sand and will never support life again. I did scan after scan of major population centers and returned nothing. I did get a glimmer on the ancient site of Hong Kong. It was faint. I wasn't sure, I just imagined it, but I landed there. And there amongst the unrecognizable sands was something. What was this edifice, this monument of a now dead civilization? It was humbling and deeply depressing. Excerpts from Morris Leon's journal. Oh, visit the Hong Kong landmark with unlocked.
I could have sworn I've seen those silly little space frog posters somewhere else. Never thought I'd see them here.
Starsap Tours! Just see me, Bill Starsap, if you want a truly one-of-a-kind touring experience of New Homestead.
And a brochure rough draft. Visit historical New Homestead and take a comprehensive, genuine Starsap tour. What the heck is a Starsap tour? Sounds different. How you doing anyway, Stabby? We had a good weekend. Learn about the early days of humanity's ventures into space. I've had fun trying to set a few things in but mostly I've taken it easy this weekend. I needed a rest. I needed a break. I've worked too hard on all this stuff recently that I think I've tuckered myself out a bit. So instead I've been chilling. You've been coding in HTML. For the first time this weekend. How about me? Yeah, like I said, I worked on loads of this stuff mostly during the week, so I mostly relaxed at the weekend. Did a bit of Disney Speedstorm, which is free now. It's free to play. So I did a bit of that. Hoovered my room. Looked after the dog. Went for a walk with my mother and the dog. Yeah, mostly just chill stuff like that, actually. Read a few. I think I caught up on the manga. Which manga was that? I caught up on the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen, the battle demon one. It was good, actually. It was very sick. It gets pretty badass. People are going to enjoy it when they get to that in the anime. See how people lived in the colonies of yore, speak and interact with traditional Titan citizens, experiencing early colony life. Explore the frozen surface of Titan. So,
New Homestead's quite the learning experience.
So can we hire him for a tour? Why would we need to do a tour?
Earth. Like,
okay,
what's
interesting.
The big deal? It's just another dead world.
What do you...
Where we're all from.
Oh, it's that damn woman in the background again. Oh, what pain. What do you recommend seeing while I'm here?
Definitely check out the Brown Horse Tavern. Good food.
I've been sucking alien
great
dick.
Atmosphere. Avoid spending too much time outdoors.
I mean, we got an
freezing
alien.
out there.
We got an alien monster
Any more than
costume.
that,
I don't think
I'd
it
be
had a
giving away
dick
the tour
though.
for free.
Why would someone want a tour of New Homestead?
Why would I want a tour of New Homestead? He says. Well, let me tell you, New Homestead is living history. These people are direct descendants of some of the first settlers to
Clapping
leave Earth.
alien cheeks.
If you've ever wanted to know what that early colonial life was like, this is your chance to embark on a fun-filled exhibition unlike any other.
I mean, we've still not found many alien creatures yet, have we? Anywhere though, because we're still finishing off surveying the Sol system. We'll be done soon, but it means since we've not left that system, we've not come across that much alien life yet, technically. But Starsap sounds like it sounds made up.
None taken. I get it all the time. If you think it sounds made up, well, that's because it is. I come from an eccentric family. Back in the early days of space travel, generations ago, my ancestors were really into science fiction.
Ooh.
They wanted a name that seemed like it fit into the stories they grew up with, so they changed their last name, and the Starsap family name was born.
Starsap.
Used to be Bramblefoot before that. Their ancestors liked a different type of fiction.
Okay, sure, give us a tour of New Homestead. Oh, I have a feeling it might be a tad boring. No, I won't do it right now.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Any other time, I feel like that might be worth it doing, but right now, I don't imagine it'd be worth doing per se. We have a mission board, but I can't imagine there being anything jump out on here. Almost every single one we've found has been, yeah, look, deliver random parcels, transport tourists, kill spaces. All the mining ones have gone.
People here live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
Was that it then? I really expected to see a lot more stuff on New Homestead.
Is full of old Earth artifacts. Cool, huh?
We've been all the way around, and you've just got a facilities section, an elevator that takes you back to the top. I think. We'll try it. We'll take the elevator to surface. Maybe there's a separate surface area that I'm not familiar with yet. Now this is back with Nathaniel. Is there somewhere else?
We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
So far, I've only found those two. There's two elevators that go up and down.
How is that part of our tradition?
Residential wing. Where's Hella's parents? Yeah, I don't know, Stabby. I should have brought Hella with us. I should have brought Hella with us into New Homestead. We thought we'd do that at some point. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
There are times.
I still want to go and finish that side quest we were on, but at the same time, I am most interested in what it's like here. And this takes me back in, but then that's. Oh, there's an actual staircase from that area earlier. There's places that are locked off though, look like that. So I'm like, well, where does that go? Do I have to go there by going outside, or is there a way around to get there? I'm gonna head back outside and try and go in that direction and see what we can find, because it feels weird that there's a section that I can't visit. It's intriguing. There's something out here. There's lit up passageways. Oh no, that is the passageway that goes to the door. So is this unit here? So how does one access these pods when the security door is locked from the inside? How very interesting. I wonder if I could bomb it. I don't know why it's still giving me this message. Is it because it's snowing? Yeah, cold and snow. So you're losing suit protection. Yeah, I don't see a way inside. But as we saw when we were inside there, it just says you can't go that way. I mean, that little beeping, it stops suddenly and then it doesn't come up with anything to say you've run out of protection or nothing. Oh, and there's like an upstairs area and all. There's people up there. How did you get up there? Maybe they didn't want to render it, so they just put in that door. Yeah, maybe.
Careful, there are some dangerous areas around
As the beeping speeds up as your protection decreases. Yeah, but it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't come up with a warning message. Oh, there's an elevator here. Does this one go upstairs? Yeah, an energy office. Dunk dunk. And then it's there. It's regenerating protection right now. Oh, it's behind me. Huh. Okay. Hello.
That old Titan wind is going strong today.
It's an Osaka. We found an Osaka.
Oh, hello there.
Haha, nice.
Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here.
Why do they call them brownouts in the future? Why did everyone stop calling them blackouts? Why brownouts? Yeah, look, brownouts there, question mark.
Yes, the power shortages we're experiencing. Haven't you seen the flickering lights? This equipment is all very old, and the protections against the cold have worn down.
You've had a cockpit that's been de-rendered.
Brownouts, all the time. And I get to deal with it. Hooray for me.
Are they actually different? Does it mean like you have low power rather than no power? Or maybe it's a term for when you have like backup power? Yeah. You've used no clip cheat to explore behind locked doors. Sometimes it's been shite. Because of the fact that there's like nothing there. Alright, okay. Blackouts are complete interruption of power in a given service area. Rolling blackouts controlled and usually pre-planned interruptions of service. Brownout is a partial temporary reduction in system voltage or total system capacity. Ah. We have Leona! Leona! Hello. Welcome back to the show. How are you doing? Ay. We've been exploring today
Going on?
the little colony of New Homestead on the moon of Titan that we have managed to finish surveying. So we're now at 50 moons and planets surveyed. Yeah, it's just like the shape of the cockpit, but play, grain, textures, no seats. Huh. How work the level here? Oh, you mean the levels on when it comes up with level? Yeah. That admittedly, it's for one of my other bots that I don't really use anymore. But it was that you could redeem. It potentially was going to be that you could redeem stuff based on. I've forgotten the phrasing. Sorry. Based on what level you were. Like I could have put like a redeem that you needed to be level 10, something like that. But I never used any of that. And admittedly, I don't really use that bot anymore. But we've kind of left it on just because it's funny when it comes up with Bazinga. You've talked enough in chat to reach TV level 5. Good on you. Good on you. Yeah. Because nowadays my redeems are just the well, they're just the channel rewards. Anyway, you got channel points, so I didn't really need the levels anymore. So put it out of your mind. Put it out of your mind. It's just a bit of fun. Okay. I've lost where we were. You're in charge of all the power here. Get it? Charge.
Oh.
Bad joke.
Yep, I get it all right. Yes, I'm in charge of the electrical power here. We generate a lot of wind-based power here on Titan, which is my specialty. So
which is
I was
funny
because
the wind turbines aren't spinning.
Unique challenges we face here.
They just sit
Shocking.
there.
I know.
Wonder why that's the case. Like, if you build a wind turbine, they spin. You know, every wind turbine you've seen everywhere else doesn't spin. Another question, why slightly? Because it's my name, Leona. It's my name. It literally is my name. Yeah. Lost my brain. How was your weekend, Leona? Been chatting about our fun adventures, interesting things we've all got up to this weekend. Things like everyone's been up to things like coding, walking the dog, driving out across the country, all sorts. No, I just came to chat.
Oh, well, that's refreshing. What did you want to chat about?
What did I want to chat about? I don't know. How do you generate power? Although she just told me.
Did you see those huge wind turbines out there on your way in?
Yes, they
They're
don't
our primary
spin.
source of power generation. Titan's strong winds provide an almost constant source of power, as long as we can keep the machinery from icing over.
Ooh, that would be difficult because it causes minus 200
Lot
degrees.
to think about, huh?
Yeah. What's it like working on Titan?
Well, I just started this job a few months ago, but I'm loving it, despite all the small frustrations of working on ancient equipment.
Ooh, where did you come
I came
from?
here as a child and did one of the tours. I loved it so much. I jumped at the chance to come back after finishing my studies in energy science.
Nice.
I know it may sound unusual, but I knew what I was getting into with
Gen 7 is now following
the
on
challenge
Twitch.
is actually one of the things that attracted me to the job.
She's my friend and she needed help. If I had to, I'd pee on any one of you.
Hello, Gian. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the TV viewers, I should say. Yes, welcome to our TV viewer community. You spent the weekend making a curso of witchcraft as a test to a job. Like what? Like a code or something else? Intriguing. Oh yes, this lassie, she's not from New Homestead. Where was she from? Will she tell us?
No, New Atlantis, born and raised. It's okay though. I've always liked this quaint little moon. Not that it's actually that little as far as moons go.
Stuart summoned a
People here were a little
chicken.
wary of someone coming in from the outside, but once I changed my name in accordance with their local customs, it went a long way to build trust. And that was fine by me. I feel proud, taking on the
That's
name
why
of the
her
first city my
name's
family came from
Masaka.
many years ago.
Because she changed her name to fit in with all the others. Yeah. Hi, I'm new viewers. You are the new viewers, Jon. Yes, welcome to the show. Tell us about yourself, what games you like, and have you been watching much Starfield, playing any Starfield? The witchcraft is personal. Oh, fair enough. Is a test for a job in government. Oh, lost it. Is there something I can do with the brownouts?
Oh, I thought you said this wasn't about the brownouts. Oh well. Since you're asking, I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help.
Well, I have outpost engineering as a perk, so yeah, it gives me the option to say, you know, I could probably help. What are you struggling with?
So I really want to impress everyone and show them I can handle this. But the power equipment is ancient and in need of replacement, if I'm being honest. We just don't have the money in the budget right now to do it. The previous technician was adamant that it was better to repair than replace. So he never submitted any replacement plans for budget considerations.
That's a bit of a leap,
For next
Stabby.
year.
So yeah, I know what it takes to make an outpost
Excellent. Then you must know how this old power system machinery can get crusted over with ice from time to time. That's what's causing these brownouts. I think you can take a laser cutter and break up the ice for us?
Yeah, I was expecting her to say that. I couldn't think of anything else. As a former miner, I know my way around a cutter.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm lucky you showed up then. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue to monitor things from here.
It's a bit hard to talk about it today, says Leona. No, don't worry about it. You don't need to push yourself. Just enjoy trying out some new music. Playing a bit of, well, I'll say jazz, but this doesn't sound very jazzy anymore, does it? I feel like the theme has kind of changed at some point. Tragedy drama music. Why? How has that ended up in the playlist of all the jazz? I don't know. That's better. That's more like it. I wasn't sure what it'd be like playing some jazz, but it's been an interesting experiment. You think? Oh no, Stabby says your English, your typing is very good, Leona. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're very good at
Some wacko is
writing
running
stuff.
around in an obviously fake monster.
Oh, so the tourists have the tourists is actively talking about.
We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't open that door. I'm a bit nonplussed. I thought there'd be more here. I mean, I'm not disappointed with what we found, but I really did expect there to be a little bit more than the just the one room.
Papa doesn't really like me talking to the tourists.
Just the one room of stuff. Stu says, make sure you all watch Wilson at Halloween. He'll be eating trick or treat profiteroles. Yes, that's what I've been. That's what we've been discussing as one of our plans for Halloween.
Whoa,
But yeah, that's it. We just have this one room, the bar, the upstairs area that just goes back out, the mine that goes to the ice mine, and then this door goes back upstairs to one of the back doors of New Homestead. I don't know. I kind of, as I said, I kind of expected there to be more here.
See those wind turbines out there.
But it's been very good. It's been good fun, guys, exploring this. I feel like I want to get more footage of the methane lake that's outside at some point.
Hi there.
Of ADHD and of days that writing is harder than others. I think most of us are here because we have concentration issues. I know I do. I find it very difficult sometimes to concentrate on stuff. That seems to be it then. There is this big facility over here, though I don't know if we can go anywhere in it. There's some lights. Or are these mostly just methane extractors? Yeah, and this is the other facility that we went in and went downstairs in. Where we scared the tourists outside. Okay. I think that's it, guys. I think that's everything at New Homestead. It was an interesting experience. There's a building over there, or is that just the ship? Is that just... No, there's the ship services. So what's this building on the right here? Cargo. Cargo hold? Okay, there's a cargo building, but you can't... you can't access it. Oh well. This is cargo incoming.
Not sure that these space frog pictures fit with our town's historical aesthetic, but they do bring a smile to my face.
Yeah, they are. They're talking about the space frog here. So it seems that space frog gets around then somehow. So there we go, guys. That's Titan. We have explored Titan, surveyed it, visited New Homestead. I do have the odd side quest to clear ice deposits, but I don't think they're anything particularly interesting for us to do. So tomorrow then we'll be exploring the last moon. The last moon around Saturn. Hard one to pronounce. I imagine you say it's Ipetus? Yeah. It'll be Ipetus, and then we'll be moving on. Then we'll be moving on to Uranus's moons. Uranus and its moons. So join us tomorrow for the last one of those. Yeah. Now we're gonna upbeat the music now. We're gonna bring it back up. ISTG. Yeah, what the heck is ISTG? When the heck did you just put all this weird stuff in chat about LSD and stuff? You strange people. Oh dear. Right, come with me to the chatting telly. What we're going to do is we're going to have another fight. Dr. Yaz is currently the telemote holder. He's just right in chat. Typing in English. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's what they meant. Okay, we haven't done this in a while, so I'm hoping this is all going to work again since, because I've been playing around with all my stuff. But here we go. So,
choose your fighter.
If you've not done so, say something in chat. Your avatar will spawn below. Then we'll proceed to the battle floor. The winner will become the new channel's VIP and holder of the sacred telemote. I wish you all good luck. You are studying drawing and listening to a course at the same time, Leona. Amazing. Atlantis. How do we fight? You're already there. Look, you've spawned in your little avatar. You spawned in as, I think it's Princess Daisy. I think you're Daisy. So I just have to press this button here and we go straight in. Okay then. Good luck, everybody. Do your best. You have Gion, Leona, Jung,
go!
Wilson, Stabby, and Stu. Everybody fight. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Love this music. See, I realise though, when I say stuff in mics, because the vocal's delayed to match my video of me moving around and stuff, it means it's out of sync of what I'm hearing. So if I sing along with music on stream, it doesn't match. That's why I had issues with the Nyan cat, Epic Nyang Wilson. Well, Leona's low, but you're going for that health pack, Leona. Good job, good job. It's you versus Jung. You versus Jung. Jung has swiped at you. You smacked him back with a blast. You took him out, Leona. You're the winner. Leona won.
Game.
Good job. Good job. So you are now
Good job.
the VIP, you and Daisy. It was Daisy. You are the VIP and holder of the Sacred Telemote, which gives you special commands that you can use on stream until the next time we have another fight. Oh yes, which will be sometime tomorrow, because this is the end of stream fight. We're going to find someone now to raid. Carry this party over somewhere else. But before we go, does anyone have any interesting news you've seen? Stu dropped one earlier that I'm going to look up. But they have discovered a method of creating.
A viewer has changed the TV settings to ASCII.
Yeah, there you go. See. Thank you very much. You've turned me into code. Nice. How did I miss that free health? I really walked into it. Says Leon. Well, sometimes it's whether or not someone else has grabbed it before you. Sometimes there's a pixel or two before you get it. Just one or two. Just one or two. One or two. I like the way it does that. One or two. I didn't really expect that, says Leona. Wow, you've done it. Oh, you mean you didn't expect this this filter? Yeah, this filter. yeah. It really does. It purely just comes down to luck whether you win or not. Pure RNG, as they say. Pure RNG. You can always pick your favorite avatar to fight in your place on the show. So right, yes, now I'm having a gander. If anyone has a suggestion, let me know. But let's see, who can we take this party to today? There's not that many people playing. It feels like there's not that many people playing Starfield anymore. Feels like it's been and got the excitement for it's been and gone really fast. Everyone's sort of moved on and they're all playing Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate again. The new Lies of P? Yeah, Lies of P. Everyone's on that at the minute as well. But I'll have a gander. We'll have a look down the list here and see if there's anyone we can find. I'll try and pick someone that's in English. Because I do find it tricky to raid someone that I can't talk to. Lowly only did a jump. Yeah, you can do jumps. You can do exclamation farts as well. Lies of P. Yeah. No, Lies of P is meant to be. It's meant to be a sort of very strange interpretation of Pinocchio, of this sort of city where people have made automated beings, and so you are you're one of these robots. And one of the things about robots is that robots cannot lie. So it's got this whole thing about... I still don't know what the mechanic is, but people realize that every time you told a lie, something happened to your character. Like, they were changing. You can't really tell. It's very much a question of, is it that they're making... You become more human the more you lie? Yeah. So it's like a very odd version of Pinocchio with hardcore combat, because it's based around Elder Scrolls style, Dark Souls style games. So we're having a look. See, who have we got on here? Only one stream. Space Pirates, Starfield Episode 4, beginning a new game plus run. I mean, there's one person that has an interesting title. It says, how many ships can a dinosaur steal? I think that's just a reference to the fact that they're like a little dinosaur avatar. So they're just saying, how many ships can I steal? Is what they mean. But that has been the most interesting title I've seen so far. None of the others have particularly jumped out at me. So actually, out of everyone there, I think they're the person I might want to. I think we might as well raid. Might as well jump in and say, hello. How many ships have you stolen so far? Would be an interesting thing to ask. I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop that in me slots. Raid. Tristan the dinosaur. If Pinocchio say my nose is going to grow, the nose grows? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing that hasn't happened in it. He doesn't have a growing nose. But then that might be the whole point, that he has something else that's happening to him when he lies instead. Which is, you don't think it's, but I think because it's lies of pee, it could also be lies of penis. So every time he tells a lie, his penis grows, which is why you don't notice it, because it's in his pants. That would be rather entertaining if that was the actual situation. Honestly, no idea. I would like to try it at some point. It is in Games Pass. It doesn't cost me anything to try. Yeah. And Stabby's dropped a Wilson raid. Yeah, that's our raid message, guys. So drop by Mr. Tristan now. Give him a big hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. And there's a sub one as well. Yes, thank you, Stabby. Right. Yes, Stu's reminding me that he wants me to send him an episode of Mushoku Tensei. Don't worry, I will do that, Stu. Yes. But thank you one and all for coming to another episode of the Slightly Wilson Show. We'll be back again tomorrow night, 7 p.m, surveying the final moon of Saturn. I hope to see you then. Otherwise, folks, have a good evening. Sleep well. And as always, don't touch that dial.